Hello. Today I will be learning how to write poetry. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to spew sonnets with such ferocity that they make Emily Dickinson quake with jealousy. And now, thanks to this stirring poem by Gabby Hanna, I found the courage to do so. Filler by Gabby Hanna. Some of these poems were written because inspiration struck. Others were written because I had a deadline and needed to fill pages. Can you guess which are which? This speaks to my heart on such levels. The metaphors hidden betwixt the lines, they make me wanna. Hey guys, and welcome back to A Twinge. My name is ChadChad. Not really. And you've probably guessed what we're gonna be doing today. Disclaimer. This is a disclaimer. Yeah. If you are a fan of Gabby Hanna, or if you're Gabby Hanna herself, which sounds crazy, but Chris Barnett did see my video on him, so it's not impossible, obviously. She is an intelligent, beautiful businesswoman who has worked very hard over the past few years and made a platform for herself, and also has been very open about her mental health recently. I am not a doctor, and I'm definitely not a mental health professional, so I will not be speculating on that in this video or in any way trying to insinuate that Gabby is crazy. Disclaimer over. I've never personally followed Gabby on anything, but I do remember seeing some of her vines when Vine was still around. She went from there to doing YouTube, where she did a lot of story times, and then about 2 years ago, I think, is when she started doing music. You probably know this stuff and have some idea of all the drama she's been in, so I won't go into too much detail. But recently, she's been on my FYP a lot. Some might even say too much. And it's me. I am some. I say it's too much. Gabby has this ongoing, endless drama with Trisha Paytas. Trish was actually a guest on Gabby's podcast channel in February of this year, where they talked about that a little bit. And by they talked about it, I mean Gabby talked about it while Trisha sat and nodded and smiled.
My pop song went viral. It's a shame, I really like her music, but I had to take her out of my playlist because of this.
Right.
And then I kept doing pop. Butterflies was pop. So that was whatever.
Yeah.
So I was trying to fit myself in this box of I'm a pop artist.
Right.
I'm not. I was trying to appease the masses. It didn't work. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
That's when all of a sudden it's she's a narcissist. She's a manipulator. She's a terrible person.
Yeah.
By the way, I've never talked about this.
Oh.
But
it was a little awkward, but whatever. They seemed mostly civil. I think they exchanged apologies. Gabby showed remorse for the whole Gabby who cried STD incident of 2019. But then Gabby posted this TikTok.
Never mattered what I had to say. I was always wrong. Every question turned into another long night chat.
Which received this duet.
Never mattered what I had to say. I was always wrong. Every question turned into another long night chat.
Which received this comment from Trish. And seemingly this one emoji was enough to cause a complete 180 in how Gabby was treating Trisha. She started talking about them all over TikTok.
Trisha Paytas is upset that I called her untalented, even though she's allowed to have an opinion about me. She says everyone can have an opinion. She has an opinion about my music. But what's this? You're making fun of me online, you hypocritical fake bitch.
And Twitter. I made a Twitter just so I could read Gabby's tweets for this video, so if any of y'all want to follow me over there. I don't even know what you post on Twitter because I've never had one, but just real quick, while I was reading Gabby's tweets for this video, I found this one of her accusing BB Rexa of copying her Monster music video, because there's a shot of BB Rexa sitting on the ground. There's a vase and a mirror being shattered, then a match being lit, and then a house on fire. So, 4 of the most original concepts that are not at all frequently used in music videos. Bibi tweeted back and said that actually her inspiration came from Eminem and Rihanna's Love the Way You Lie music video, which yeah, they're similar. Also, you can't really copyright the very well-known cinematic shot of having your subject light something against a dark, contrasting background. The mirror and vase breaking in BB's video is because the entire house is breaking. You can't have the house come down and exclude the vase and the mirror. Oh my God, there was an earthquake. Are you guys okay? Yeah, we're fine, but the house is almost completely destroyed. What do you mean, almost? Well, the vase and mirror made it, miraculously. That is miraculous. Those are basically the two most fragile things someone can have in a house. Anyway, Gabby and Trisha started going at it once again on TikTok and Twitter. I'm not really gonna talk about it because I'm honestly sick of hearing about the two of them arguing. Now they're talking about how they were friends or they weren't really friends and how they invited her to Thanksgiving or they didn't invite her to Thanksgiving, and I do not give a fuck. On April 23rd, Gabby tweeted this announcing a mini-series, which now these make a lot more sense.
I'm back, bitches. And I don't want to hear I'm acting different.
Gabby's podcast channel almost consistently gets less than 100,000 views per video, and Trish and Ethan's podcast, Frenemies, consistently gets a lot more than that. People are saying that she's stirring up all this old drama to try and get an invite onto the Frenemies podcast, which makes sense so that she can try and get some views to her channel, as well as bringing attention to her mini-series. The thing that really caught my attention, and seems to be another point that caused these strange posts from Gabby, was this video by Rachel Oates, who is amazing by the way, reviewing Gabby's new book, Dandelion, which is more poetry. The review was negative, but gave some valid criticisms, and Gabby's immediate and very professional response was to attack Rachel online and send her fans after them to the point that Rachel had to delete Twitter.
You could just apologize. You literally just ran away and blocked me instead of looking at your own criticism. You can't take criticism towards yourself at all. You can't stand even the tiniest ounce of criticism. You're a fucking monster.
But wait, can you guess who sent Rachel the book to review in the first place? It was Gabby. Gabby sent her the book to review. My mind is so completely boggled by this. This is your career. This is your job. Can you imagine accepting criticism in this way at any other type of job? Yeah, so Douglas, I just feel like the graph could have a little less blue, maybe some warmer colors to try and cheer things up a little bit, and then we could go from that. Fuck you. I'm sorry? Fuck you. Your opinion doesn't matter. I'm your boss. I'm your boss. I have more Instagram followers than you, bitch. Okay, well, you're fired. Obviously. You're a bully. I'm a what? You're a high school fucking bully. Point the finger, pull the trigger, throw them off your rail, you'll give yours eventually. Please leave. Please.
Hi, I'm going to be voicing for Gabby Hanna in this next video because she has her song quietly playing in the background and I'm not getting a copy strike. Not today.
I really cannot believe that you guys let a woman who doesn't like Bo Burnham tell you that my book wasn't good. This is the biggest compliment that I've ever fucking gotten, that she called both mine and Bo Burnham's work disappointing. She called Bo Burnham's work disappointing. Her. Who is she? Who is she? She's a person making content on YouTube who's allowed to have an opinion regardless of the fact that she has less subscribers than you. Gabby, no matter the situation, seems to have the same response to criticism. Oh, you have less subscribers than me? You're irrelevant. Oh, you have more subscribers than me? You're a bully. Either way, she's absolved of all fault, of course. I went into this video with a pretty open mind. Everything I've heard or seen about Gabby Hanna has always been secondhand, and I know how the internet can be sometimes, so I've never taken any of it to heart or really formed an opinion about her. But now I have, and it's definitely an opinion. I think my biggest takeaway regarding her character comes from how she confronted Bebe Rexha versus Rachel Oates. Bebe Rexha is a celebrity singer who had never heard of Gabby before these tweets, while Rachel Oates is a YouTuber with less than 300,000 subscribers. She called Rachel Oates a bitch multiple times, and if you go watch any of Rachel's videos, she is the opposite of that. Called Rachel a bitch for criticizing her poetry. And did I mention that Gabby's the one who sent Rachel the book in the first place? I did? Okay. Sorry, I just felt like I needed to bring it up again for some reason. But then when she was trying to accuse the music video of copying hers, it was all, oh, Miss BB Rexa, please. Oh, I love you so much and I'm such a fan of your work and I'm so sorry to bother you, but I think maybe you might have just a tiny bit copied my music video. And again, I'm sure you had nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. I would never accuse you of such a thing. But like, dude, if the way you treat people is decided by how much clout they have, or AKA how much clout they can potentially give you, you're not a good person. And to your frequent complaints on how people bully you and how undeserving you are of that.
You're a bitch. What is it, you manipulative, narcissistic bitch? Face yourself, bitch. You mean Miss 4K views on your fucking makeup tutorial? Miss 4K views on your commentary piece a week ago? Yeah, I just checked.
Maybe you are the monster that's been there all along. I'm gonna call it there, you guys. Thank you so much for getting us to our first 1,000 subscribers. I don't even know how to say how much I appreciate it. And if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. And today we're going to be learning some girl facts, some facts about girls, some things that are exclusive to only girls, some girl facts. What are girls? Some of you might not be familiar. Girls are very complicated. Sometimes they'll say really cryptic things like, I wish you would pay more attention to me, or I'm hungry. Like, okay, well, what does that mean? I wish they would just tell us what they want sometimes, you know? No need to be so mysterious, girls. So I did some research. Where else other than TikTok? I love the hashtag girl facts on TikTok because it's so obvious that a lot of the people who post them have never even breathed the same air as a girl. Most of them seem like they came from Google, or more specifically from those weird WikiHow articles, except instead of telling you how to pretend to be a vampire at school, they're telling you what a girl really means when she texts you the letter K. And everyone knows, if you want to know something about girls, don't ask girls. Ask dudes on TikTok who copy-pasted baseless studies from the internet and then stood in front of their iPhone camera like this. But before we educate ourselves on the totally inexplicable nature of girls, this video is sponsored by Casetify. Casetify provides a huge selection of phone cases with adorable, customizable designs like this one. Casetify's new Impact and Ultra Impact cases are made with 65% recycled and plant-based materials, plus are shipped in 100% recycled packaging along with eco-friendly ink. They are also compatible with wireless charging and 5G. I drop my phone at least 3 times a day, so I can personally vouch for Casetify's top-notch drop protection. Their ChadChad 2.0 technology is drop tested and proven to protect your phone from drops of up to 9.8 feet. There are endless options when it comes to customizing your case. You can pick your favorite color or print, or you can even add your name or monogram for a truly one-of-a-kind custom case. These are also 100% non-toxic and non-hazardous. A feature I really appreciate, especially right now, is the antimicrobial coating that kills 99% of bacteria and keeps Casetify cases germ-free. If you want to check out Casetify, just go to casetify.com/Chad or click the link in my description to get 15% off of your order. Thank you to Casetify for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video. Okay, first girl fact is actually a 2-in-1er. It's boys and girl facts. Girls fall in love with what they hear. Boys fall in love with what they see. That's why girls wear makeup and boys lie. Wow. I'm 2012 and this is Facebook. One of these is not like the other. So this fact is girls are under a lot of pressure to be pretty and to wear makeup in order to be considered attractive based off of often unattainable beauty standards to appease the male gaze and boys are liars. It's not their fault though, it's a fact. They can't help it. Yeah, so then I lied to her, obviously, and I told her I was out with the boys, but really I was cheating on her with her sister, and she still doesn't know to this day, and we have 2 kids together, but it's literally not my fault. Like, I'm a boy. Boys lie. It's a boy fact. Sometimes I wear eyeliner. We are experiencing the same thing. When a boy is truly in love, he will act like a child. But when a girl is truly in love, she will act like a mother. I know someone who would really like to speak with you. Why is this fact so not specific? So she falls in love with you and she sets up your doctor appointments or brings you fruit gummies to your soccer game. He falls in love with you and just starts uncontrollably pissing and doing himself. Once again, it kind of seems like girls are getting the worst end of the bargain. Girls are more attracted to guys who have the ability to make them laugh. Yes, that's it. That's the whole fact. Man, I wonder how many studies they had to conduct to figure out that girls are more attracted to people who have a similar sense of humor to them. Hashtag psychology. Hashtag psychology facts. This applies to literally everyone. Yeah, so when someone makes you laugh, it makes you feel good inside. Okay. So you like them. But if someone doesn't make you laugh, then it doesn't make you feel good. So you doesn't like them. Probably. Whoa, dude. I know. That's like psychology. It's like psychology. It's psychology. It's psychology. And why are we in the ocean? Why are we underwater for this?
I just can't believe it, dude.
Guys,
I know. You should write a book. Really oh my god, that would be I should write a book. What would you call it? Lord of the
Guys, I'm actively drowning.
Friends of food, not fish.
Girls normally fall in love with older boys. Girls hate it when boys always talk about themselves. But girls like it when boys pay attention to them and tell them how important they are. Yes. These are just basic rules for interacting with anyone ever. No one really wants to hang out with someone who only talks about themselves because it means that they probably don't care about what's going on with you as much. And yes, girls usually like when people tell them they're important and pay attention to them because they are human beings. This video has 500,000 likes, which means that 500,000 people watched this and thought this was informational. This taught me something that I didn't know before. I just had never considered having basic human decency before, but now I will. Only 4% of women consider themselves beautiful. If a girl goes silent during a conversation, she is probably overthinking what you just said. You cannot just pull statistics out of your ass, plop them onto a picture of a sunset, and label it a psychological fact. Where did 4% come from? Was there a control group? Was there a placebo effect group? I don't know anything about scientific studies. Was there a hippopotamus? Girls easily get carried away by their emotions. This is true. My emotions have been bulking. 70% of girls use silence to express pain. Again, with the statistics, this is literally impossible to be fact. It is a subjective reaction to being sad. You cannot just make sweeping generalizations with no study and no research. There have to be actual scientists and placenta pills. Unpopular fact. If a girl goes silent during a conversation, it means she's probably overthinking what you just said. A lot of guys tend to get annoyed at this, when in reality it's easily fixable. They just need reassurance or for you to explain something again so they don't feel the need to overthink it. Unpopular fact is not a thing. A fact cannot be unpopular because it's a fact. I will define fact right now. The truth about events as opposed to interpretation. This is an interpretation of what you think is going on in a girl's head whenever she goes silent during conversation. But if this is happening a lot to you, Cody, then maybe you should not be wondering why she keeps overthinking and consider that maybe you just keep saying stupid shit. This is just a word for word copy of the other one that we saw. What BuzzFeed article are you guys stealing this from? Unpopular fact, plagiarism is not cool. You wouldn't plagiarize a car. You wouldn't plagiarize a handbag. Downloading a plagiarism is stealing. Just because her eyes don't tear doesn't mean her heart doesn't cry. Those are called emotions. Like if I were to say that your TikTok reads like the inner monologue of a 3-year-old child, that would probably make your heart cry, but that's just called having feelings. I like that the people posting these kinds of videos apparently know so little about girls that they have to steal every girl fact from each other. I've seen this one at least 5 times. Maybe we're not overthinking all the time. Maybe we're trying to like remember the lyrics to a song, or you have something stuck in your teeth.
And another girl fact is that they have to trim their fingernails every 30 seconds or they will fall off and grow legs. Then they can actually reproduce, and that's how the thumb people from the third Spy Kids movie were made, but you probably didn't know that because you're a girl. And your mind physically cannot process the incredible graphics from the Spy Kids franchise.
The true meaning behind the girl texts. She's mad. I'm fine. She's not fine. It's fine. It's not fine. I don't care. She really cares. It's okay. I'll be okay. She's hurting a lot. Oh, okay. Her heart just shattered. Okay. Everything is good. Okay. Something might be wrong. Okay. Something is really wrong. Don't try to guess a girl's feelings. Always ask her. So I'm kind of starting to get mixed signals. You said if a girl says she's fine, then she's not fine, and just to go with the opposite of whatever she says. But now you're saying that we should just ask her and never assume. So your girl fact is just to ask a girl. But we came to you for girl facts. We came for your expertise. We're not going to be able to learn about girls anywhere else. Girls want nothing more than to feel loved. I mean, I can think of a couple things. We might also want basic respect, safety. Safety is nice. Equal pay? That might be cool. If not, that's totally fine. When she stares at you mouth, kiss her. That is 100% not what you should do. It's just based on some of the previous girl facts we've seen. It doesn't seem like y'all are the best at picking up on signals, so maybe don't kiss girls just because they happen to glance at your mouth hole area. If she starts cussing out a storm at you and tries to be all big and bad with you, kiss her and tell her that you love her. Got it. Okay, so if a girl is visibly upset with you, don't admit fault. Just kiss her, because all girls want is love. When she's quiet, ask her what's wrong. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. If she pulls away, pull her back. Is this girl language or serial killer language? Because I genuinely can't tell anymore.
If she tells you a secret, keep it safe and untold. If she looks into your eyes, look back into hers and don't look away until she does.
Definitely sounds like something a serial killer would do, which checks out since you're driving us around in a car at night on an empty road to bury us, no doubt. Do not take any of this advice. If you were to see any of these happening in real life without weirdly motivational music in the background, it would be terrifying. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You just got really quiet. Yeah. Yes, I did. If you're overthinking something I said, I do not care about anything you've said ever. It's gonna be okay, okay? I'm here to protect you. Okay, I'm just trying to diffuse this, okay? And if I make one wrong move, the whole world will literally end, so I could really use some silence right now, okay? Okay. "78% of girls use silence to express pain." Oh, for f***'s sake. To conclude this video, obviously do not listen to any of the things in these TikToks, but I'm gonna call it there, guys. I'm sorry if this video was shorter than usual. I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things, but if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. I got a new mic. It's wearing a sock. But the good thing about it is that I can move wherever I want and you can still hear me. See? Look, you can even talk to this guy.
Follow Chad on Instagram and Twitter because she need to promote them but always forgets. Just like she forgets to put on deodorant. She smells like and I don't even have a nose. It makes me sick.
Never mind, don't talk to that guy. A twin job. Great. My name is ChadChad. And today we're going to talk about sauce. Small sauce, big sauce, blue sauce, pink sauce. You can eat it in the car or you can eat it in the ER. Chances are you've heard of the infamous pink sauce on TikTok. And if you haven't, what's it like? Outside. Are there still trees? I remember those. Pink sauce blew up a few months ago, figuratively and then literally. And yes, I said months. ChadChad being late to a topic? That doesn't sound like me. You're thinking of bad ChadChad.
Hey, what's up?
My arch nemesis. She just learned about pink sauce because she only watches reels.
Have you heard this?
I have seen that. Yeah, I have. She's a fucking monster. The creator of pink sauce, who goes by Chef P, invented what a lot of reviewers are calling pink ranch. It's a dipping sauce for salad, fries, your pregnant wife at a Nickelodeon-themed gender reveal. I think the main appeal was just the novelty of it. Dipping sauces aren't usually pink, and so when they are, we're curious. It's kind of like those ketchups from the early 2000s that were like purple and blue. It's still ketchup, but now your poop looks like it belongs in the Blob Opera. The initial recipe for pink sauce had pitaya or dragon fruit, garlic, raw honey, lemon juice, oil, and milk. And a little known fact about milk is that it goes bad. The shelf life for milk is barely. You have to shoot milk from the udder straight into a fridge, otherwise it sours mid-squirt, like a 3 a.m. Tinder hookup. Some people's orders showed up like this, with the bottles popping open and dripping all over.
This! It don't even say pink sauce on this bitch. Oh my, it's gone. There's nothing else in here. Like, it's gone.
The pink sauce
Cause y'all
cancel.
waited this long for nothing. This is, no ma'am. We're not trying this. It stinks like throw up. No, not gonna work.
And some of them looked like they had maybe been shipped out in just a piece of paper with the label slapped on top of it. Hi, I'm editing. She's also almost showing people's addresses and information during this video, so that's good. I looked up the type of parcel that she's using to ship these. Blah, blah, blah. They are handled more often. This makes it more important to properly package items that are more easily damaged. Just because the sauce is bubblegum pink doesn't mean you can ship it like chewing gum.
This is how it feels to chew 5 gum.
This is a wet envelope?
Stimulate your senses.
Is that honey mustard?
Stimulate your senses.
No thanks.
Go on, stimulate yourself.
Right here?
Yes.
But hey, why don't you also stimulate your senses by learning about today's sponsor? This video is sponsored by Raycon. Raycon's wireless headphones, earbuds, and speakers offer premium sound quality while starting at half the price of other audio brands. Their everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews with a smooth and sleek style that comes in 4 different colors. They're super comfortable thanks to their optimized gel tips that come in different sizes and can be changed out until you find your perfect comfy fit. The everyday earbuds are designed for ease of use, so they come with a built-in mic that you can use to answer and take phone calls at the press of a button. You can even toggle between noise isolation and awareness mode for when you need to listen to what's going on around you, or ignore what's going on around you. You can also switch between 3 different sound profiles: pure sound, balanced, or bass. With 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of standby thanks to their wireless charging cases, Raycon's everyday earbuds are designed to stay put all day long, whether you're walking, running, or eating forest green barbecue sauce. If you want to check them out, just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/ChadChad for 15% off of your Raycon purchase. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video. But pink sauce is not the only example of people selling questionable food on TikTok. A more recent one came from an account called Pickle Me Everything, another TikTok creator making and selling products right from her kitchen counter.
Bloody Mary pickles from Pickle Me Everything. Oh my gosh. Look how juicy. You've never tried pickles like these.
And like the name implies, she pickled everything. Bell peppers, cauliflower, grapes, botulism, mangoes, your mom. They started getting reviewed by bigger accounts, which of course led to orders piling up, allegedly over 10,000 of them.
I am a huge onion fan, okay? Love, love, love them. I never thought onions could get any better than they already are.
That's a good spice. I like that though.
But then pickling things went sour. With all the orders going out, people started to notice that the canned lids were popping. Sorry, in a bad way.
As someone who cans for a hobby, let me show you one quick and simple way to find out if something you receive is safe to eat or not. This is some jam I made over the summer. If something is not properly sealed, you will hear this noise. This is obviously open, I've been using it. This is sealed. No movement.
Some orders would show up leaking in the box, or if you were really lucky, they showed up in a plastic bag.
I love pepperoncinis.
I'm gonna empty it in here. Mocha is still fighting with the trash can.
Would you like an improperly sealed can or a condom full of mixed veggies? Both will kill you, and both of them glow in the dark. So to address the leaking and people's concerns that the jars seem to not be sealed, she went on TikTok to clear the air.
If it comes minor leaking, it is hand sealed, not pressure sealed, not pressure cooked, no can, nothing involved.
Alright, so this person is selling pickled vegetables off of TikTok, off of their Etsy shop, and not only is she clearly not canning them correctly, but pickled and canned foods are actually not even allowed under cottage law in California.
Don't worry guys, if your jar is leaking, it's because something is terribly wrong. Enjoy your pickles. They will be your last. If you actually Google which foods can host botulism, canned goods are first on the list, specifically canned veggies. So now she was in a pickle. Food experts on TikTok started calling her out, to try and keep people from getting violently ill.
There's possible food safety concerns like botulism or E. coli.
I'm seeing comments of pregnant people buying this stuff. You guys, don't consume this stuff. It's not worth it.
But like a responsible business owner, she blocked everyone with criticism and continued taking orders.
All orders are starting to process on Monday when I show you guys all the proof, the facts.
Unfortunately, she is blocking and deleting comments from anybody telling her that it's not legal.
Initially, she tried to deny everything by claiming that she had all the licenses she needed.
I have the food license, I have the can license. Guys, just give me some time to put everything together as a video and show you guys all the proof and all the facts.
But then a couple days later, she posted a TikTok video claiming that she didn't know anything about needing all these licenses.
I'm so sorry for all of this. It just happened so fast. I want to thank Food Science Babe for bringing awareness to teach me things that I didn't know about this food canning license, about a lot of things.
Which it's fine to not be an expert on FDA regulations or how to properly make canned goods. Unless you plan on making canned goods.
I'm working on getting all the license, the permits, whatever it is that I need to get done to get this properly done.
Why are you working on getting the permit or the licenses after you've already sold the jars? You've already done the thing that they're trying to prevent by making you get a license. Can I get your license and registration, please? This probably isn't a big deal, but I don't have those. That's illegal. How was I supposed to know? Single internet search. Come on, who am I hurting by not having a license? That guy. He was already like that.
I'm one person with all the hate, all the messages, but just please consider being a little bit nicer. It does hurt people.
Do you know what hurts more than getting angry comments on the internet? Dying. Botulism is not like a joke illness. It can be fatal. You can't slack when it comes to selling food. There's more rules to it than if you were selling like candles on TikTok, because candles don't go inside you unless it's a Saturday. This was such a hazard that eventually the California Department of Public Health stepped in and issued a warning on buying anything from Pickle Me Everything and recalled all of their products, even saying that if you already bought a product, to dispose of it in doubled plastic bags while wearing latex gloves. They don't even want you to touch it.
The recall is for anything that was sold on or before December 18th. The recall reason, possible Clostridium botulinum contamination.
Essentially, if you bought a jar of pickled sauerkraut, why? But also burn it, bomb it, code 2319 it. So that seems like the end of Pickle Me Everything for now, which makes sense. Somebody was selling food that wasn't up to code, and so they were shut down and prevented from putting more people in harm's way. And you might be thinking that something similar happened to Pink Sauce, but that would make you an ass. And me an ass. I can't remember the saying, but we're both donkeys, and you can bet your ass on that. Somehow Chef P got invited onto a talk show along with a fellow TikTok creator who had reviewed Pink Sauce in the past.
When I went to go open it, something is not right. The smell that's coming out of this bottle, something is wrong. It's rotten.
Alex had sent a sample of her sauce to be tested at a lab after concerns that her bottle had gone bad during shipping, because milk tends to do that, and she found loose glitter inside the sauce.
There is a piece of glitter inside the bottle.
Pretty reasonable. If my dipping sauce seemed like it had been made in a bovine strip club, I would also have some concerns. Like, how many bras do they wear? And do they take debit? But for some reason during this whole interview, the talk show host and the live audience are all on Chef P's side.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
But nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special. Okay? So why should I?
Because of her review, Chef P accused Alex of harassing her online. So apparently Alex had contacted the show beforehand and requested not to be seated next to Chef P. So of course the show accommodated by seating them right next to each other.
Now before we go any further, I do have to ask this, Allie, because my producers did tell me that the reason that we had to separate the couches is because you didn't feel comfortable in sitting next to Chef P.
We know you had some concerns about sitting next to someone that you have a negative relationship with, so we separated your chairs by 2 whole inches. Oh, and also she's gonna hold your hand. Actually, you know that thing that your siblings do where they pin you on the ground and the spit slowly falls out of their mouth and onto your face? She's gonna do that too. Hope this is okay. Kind regards.
I think this is a moment of reflection.
Absolutely, and I think it's a moment of learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's being real.
The host chastises Alex for affecting Chef P's safety by posting a negative review of her sauce.
Her business, her livelihood, her safety is being affected now.
And I forgive you.
But has nothing to say about the health and safety Chef P affected by selling food without knowing what FDA stood for.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical product. The pink sauce is not a medical product.
Not only is milk unsafe, but garlic and oil at room temperatures can also lead to botulism. At some point, Chef P claimed that the milk being used in the original recipe was powdered milk, but she also claimed that the garlic in the recipe was not raw garlic, and I guess forgot about the video she posted where she's using raw garlic. And then to finish off your homemade apple juice, I just like to add 2 shots of freshly ground urine. Did she say urine? I think she said urine. Hey, I don't think you're supposed to put pee inside the apple juice. And by the way, there's no piss in this apple juice. Chef P also chastises Alex for posting her review on TikTok instead of coming to her directly.
You could have contacted me directly. No, you could have reached out to me like, hey girl, you know what? Take this step. Did you research this? Did you check out your packaging there?
Of course you would prefer a customer comes to you in private with a safety concern, because then it's private.
So please, private message me if you have a concern or if you're not happy the way I did something.
You can keep all the things you've done incorrectly a secret. I don't understand why you had to go all public with this. You should have just come to me in private. You killed my husband in a hit and run. He was already like that! After the online buzz died down, Chef P partnered up with a company called Dave's Gourmet, and pink sauce is now being mass-produced. They're officially FDA approved and being carried at Walmart. Some of them aren't even pink. Some of them are beige. This is beige sauce. This sauce just told me it collects postage stamps. I rest my case. But I guess not all Walmarts carry it because I ended up having to order mine online. Are you ready to try the pink sauce that became an overnight internet sensation? It's very watery for a dipping sauce. Here we go. The reason people are gonna buy this is because they want it to be bad, and it's not. It tastes okay. Sweet and tangy. There's not really any sweet. It's just tangy. But my favorite part of pink sauce is that it tastes like ranch. It even has ranch flavor listed in the ingredients, which is kind of like Coke listing Pepsi as an ingredient. But you know what they say, if it looks like ranch, it smells like ranch, tastes like ranch, it's made of ranch, it's pink sauce. I'm gonna put it in my mouth. Overall, I'd give it like a 5 or a 6.
10 out of 10.
Did you hear the queen died? Unfortunately, since Pickle Me Everything's products were recalled, I wasn't able to get my hands on those, so I decided to take my pickle into my own hands. Hey guys, today we're gonna be making some pickles with Pickle Me Pink. That's the name of my company. It's official, look it up. But hold on, safety first. Absolutely 100% safety first. But wait, don't forget to customize your gloves because it's really important that your personality shines through no matter how many safety precautions you're taking. So take the time, take care of yourself, just add a little pizzazz. There you go. Just added some more finishing touches and there we go. We're all set. This is standard workspace, but it's a little hot today, so I'm gonna take it into this room. This is another workspace, and then you're just gonna add some, that's a pickle. This is another pickle. This is a pickle. That's a can of pickles. This is just some seasoning. That's just a seasoning packet, so go ahead and add that into the blender as well. So yeah, and then we're about finished up. Just take a second to make sure everything looks good. So then you're just gonna add your liquid, but you don't wanna use the sink water. You wanna use this water. It just has more flavor. Make sure you stir everything up, give it a little taste test if you want, and then there you go, bam! You are all finished. There she blows. That is my Pickle Me Pink pickles, and they are all finished and they are ready for sale. We have made so many sales, by the way, and it's been going great. Okay guys, so the cops are here. Not really sure what they're doing. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. There are many things in this world that we don't have enough of. Kindness, for example, and some common fucking sense for another. But more importantly, there is a concerning lack of Cinderella movie adaptations. There's just never enough of them. We've actually talked about a Cinderella movie on this channel before, a long, long time ago in a land far, far away.
Get off my dad!
And now we're gonna do it again, because they keep making Cinderella movies again. I actually found this one on YouTube, but it isn't your typical Cinderella story, because it's about Cinderella in the Caribbean. It's in a different place, so that makes it a different story, too. I was really drawn to the thumbnail because usually Cinderella involves magic and glamorous gowns. But the two characters here look like they just got out of Wednesday night youth group. So I guess the mice are out of a job. What are they gonna do, sew her a pair of capris while they listen to Britt Nicole? Or Brie Nicole? Our Cinderella in this version is named Ashlyn, not Cinderella, not Ella. There's actually no reference whatsoever to the name Cinderella, and if you thought there would be, that's crazy. Why would you think that? What's wrong with you? Ashlyn is a hardworking, full-time student who also interns at an elementary school and also works for an accountant in between classes, just in case you thought she wasn't working hard enough. I like that in order to communicate that she's a good person and a likable character, they have to make sure that she has no time for herself. Look at her! She works 24/7 and can barely afford to rent a studio apartment. This is how we all should be. I think her boss at the accounting firm is supposed to seem like a nice guy, but to me it seems like he's letting her do his whole job for him.
Miller's taxes are done.
Good. How are the Ramsey returns going?
I just finished entering all the tax records they gave us.
You are moving so quickly. I don't know how you do it with everything you're juggling, but you're leaving me in the dust.
Oh. Ashlyn, can you do this entire tax return that I'm getting paid to do? You're just so much better at accounting than me. Me, the accountant. True to its source material, the movie does have an evil stepmother, and she does wear purple eyeshadow. That's how you know a female character is evil, if she wears purple eyeshadow. She also might be Andrew Tate in disguise because she has a very visceral reaction to Ashlyn offering her non-sparkling water.
Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, something bottled and sparkling.
I have tap water.
Ew.
Which would make sense since they're both known for treating girls like servants. Her stepmom is having a destination wedding and really wants Ashlyn to come, which is confusing because up until this point, her stepmom has apparently wanted nothing to do with her, but she refuses to take no for an answer.
Do you know how much tuition costs? I have to work so I'm able to afford.
What have I paid for your tuition?
She's even willing to pay thousands and thousands of dollars in tuition so that her stepdaughter, who she hates, will come to her wedding. She explains that family is important to her fiance, and that's why she wants Ashlyn to come so that she can meet him and his son, which actually explains nothing. That's not a good enough reason to take on a massive financial obligation. All of this could have been solved with a single FaceTime call, Miriam. That's the stepmom's name, Miriam. I forgot to say that. Ashlyn finally agrees to go, but only after her stepmom pulls the dead dad card.
Wouldn't your father want you to do this for me? Wouldn't he want you to support our family?
Come on, Ashlyn. Wouldn't your dead dad want you to come to my destination wedding? Wouldn't your dead, buried, and I can't stress this enough, deceased Papa wants you to drop everything in order to spend time with me, a person who doesn't treat you very well? When she gets to the Caribbean, Ashlyn finds out that her stepmom got first-class tickets for everyone except for her, and that they left her at the airport.
This is Miriam Vanderbilt. Please leave me your information so I can return your call. Ciao.
So her stepfamily is mean to her right out the gate. The airport gate. Just a little gate humor for you. Didn't want to gatekeep, wanted to gate give. You know something else that shouldn't be gate kept? Is today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Bombas. Bombas is a comfort-focused brand that makes comfort-focused socks, slippers, shoes, and much more. Chances are, if you look at my feet on any given day, you'll find a pair of Bombas socks on them. It'll be a little strange that you're looking at my feet, but that's what you'll see. Bombas spent literal years testing their products for durability and comfort, and it shows, especially in their Friday sandals. These guys are built to go wherever you go this summer, rain or shine. Emphasis on the rain. It won't stop raining here. It's been weeks. I miss the sun. Is there a Mr. Sun? If there is, can you tell him to get back to work? They're super lightweight and have a cupped footbed to keep them from slipping off, plus a hexagonal pattern on the bottom to keep you from slipping off the ground, because it's still raining. It won't stop raining. But I think the best part of Bombas is the fact that they've donated over 200 million essential clothing items across all 50 states to people experiencing homelessness. One item purchased from Bombas equals one donated, meaning your feet look good and are also helping to do good. So if you want to check them out and upgrade your shoe game, just click the link in the description or use the QR code on screen and get 20% off your first purchase for new customers. Thank you to Bombas for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. Her family is staying in this super nice villa, and Ashlyn is forced to stay in a room that everyone else acts like is gross and insulting, but really is just a normal looking room.
Mom thought you'd feel at home in this room.
Thanks.
Whoa, this room is cozy. Is it one of the housekeeper rooms?
We meet her step siblings, Jerry and Fiona, and all you need to know about them is that they are stupid. They are very dumb and they don't know anything at all.
I'm a sports statistician.
You misspelled statistician.
Whoops. They also immediately start treating her like she's a servant.
Dinner will be ready soon and the table needs to be set. Get to it.
Because this is a Cinderella movie and they need to stay true to that part of the story, I guess. Even though it doesn't really make sense because Ashlyn is an independent adult who doesn't live with them and has no reason to just do whatever they say. If anything, Ashlyn should be the one telling her stepfamily what to do because they needed her here badly enough to pay for her entire tuition. But asking Ashlyn to do chores is really the meanest thing they do consistently.
You forgot the silverware. Oh, this won't do. Ashlyn, clean up the pool, will you?
It's not like they're locking her in a room or anything, which again, when you consider that she's getting her entire tuition covered, that doesn't seem like that bad of a deal. Ugh, I can't believe I have to take out the trash like twice while I'm on vacation on a beautiful island in exchange for not having to take out student loans. God, I hate my life. We finally get to meet our Prince Charming, but instead of ruling a kingdom, he's ruling the grill. And when he and Ashlyn see each other for the first time, she's so starstruck that she completely forgets how to speak and how to hold a fork.
Oh.
Hi.
Sorry, Hi.
I'm Noah.
Ashlyn.
Welcome.
And then he helps her set the table so they can eat their kebabs. Now that's what I call a meet cute. Jojo Siwa dance. What does Jojo Siwa dance mean? I wrote this script a while ago and I have no idea what this means. I don't even know a Jojo Siwa dance. That's not right. Jojo Siwa dance. Okay, I got it. Noah is a structural engineer and says that he likes it aside from all the math he has to do, and Ashlyn jokes that she too has a dislike for math.
I would have avoided anything that involves too much math.
Which would be a totally fine thing to say if she didn't actively work for an accountant.
Oh, I work for an accountant.
They explain this away by her essentially saying, yeah, it's a tax accountant though, so it's not like real math.
It's a tax accountant. I mostly record numbers, data. It's nothing I really have to stew over.
Girl, you're calculating and filing people's entire tax returns, and now you're admitting that you do it without using math? Hey, I just finished filing that tax return for the massive company. Oh, that's great, Ashlyn. Thank you so much. Sure thing. Here you go. Ashlyn, this is a drawing of a boomerang? Yes, you wanted a return. Ashlyn, we can't submit this. The deadline is tomorrow. Oh, come on. I'm sure Toys R Us Incorporated will be just fine. Bruce, the evil stepmother's fiance, even though she hasn't really done anything evil so far, she's been pretty chill, honestly. Her fiance wants to get to know everybody better, so they play a game where they have to guess information about another person.
Favorite sport?
Oh, that's a good one for you. Basketball.
Baseball.
Going with basketball too.
Football.
Football.
That's it.
I got it first.
Of course, Ashlyn knows everything about her stepfamily because she's the good one, but her stepfamily knows nothing about her because they're the bad ones. At one point, they need to guess what her favorite hobby is, and no one has any idea.
Painting.
Cleaning.
Reading? Crocheting.
No, I don't know how to crochet.
I thought I'd get it for sure.
So Prince Noah decides to guess fishing.
I know what mine would be, so I'll go with that for a shot in the dark. Fishing?
And he gets it right.
Yes, actually.
Her hobby also happens to be fishing, even though she hasn't talked about fishing this entire time or made any references to fishing or hinted that she might be into fishing. Also, why would he guess his own hobby? Like, I know he just met her a couple hours ago and he barely knows anything about her, but he does know that she's going to school to be a teacher, so why didn't he guess something like reading or sending people to the principal's office? The evil stepsister Fiona is also into Noah, so she gets jealous of Ashlyn if he so much as glances in her direction.
Fell in love with fly fishing, but it's hard to find the time.
I know what you mean.
Okay, moving on.
So this movie is about two women who want to date a guy who's about to be their legal stepbrother. They're having an incest off, where the winner gets to do incest. Yay! They also barely leave this villa, and whenever they do, the shots look like stock footage. So when I was watching this movie for the first time, I've seen it like 5 times now, I looked up one of these shots and found the stock footage online. So I watched the rest of the movie thinking that they're just in the US somewhere and they're using stock footage to make it seem like they're in the Caribbean, because that would save them so much money on traveling and booking locations. But after I looked into it some more, I found the villa they're staying in, and it actually is in the Caribbean. And that confuses me even more because they actually were in the Caribbean, but chose to show so little of it and film 97% of the scenes indoors. One of the rare times that they do leave, they visit this bird sanctuary where Fiona makes Noah hold her hand and doesn't know what birdseed is.
Here, Noah. I'll share with you.
Oh, thanks. Do you want to just hold it yourself, or?
This is fine. What is this? Bird feed.
What are these seed-looking seeds that we're feeding to the birds? Birdseed? Ew! They're only there for a couple minutes before heading back to the villa where the guys have this conversation.
Any good games done?
Football?
Excellent.
This sounds like an exchange between two aliens pretending to be human men, but neither of them know that the other one is an alien. Did you see the sports game last night? Yes. Sports. Excellent. Egg salad. Egg salad. A recurring bit in this movie is for characters to not know what something is. For example, Bruce, who is in his 60s, has apparently never encountered a bakery before.
We're leaving for the cake place.
The bakery?
Yes, that. The wedding bakery or whatever they call it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they give samples too.
Yeah, Bruce, that's the whole reason you're going. You know, to try cake for your wedding? Does he know he's getting married? Has anyone told him? While they're at the bakery, Ashlyn and Noah bond over a very deep, very layered conversation.
Wish this had more frosting.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer a 1-to-1 ratio of cake to frosting.
That sounds
delicious.
Horrifying. You can't taste the cake with all that sugar.
Well, that's why you also have fillings.
That part sounds good.
This conversation about cake goes on for 3 minutes. I am not kidding. I'd love a vanilla cake paired with passion fruit. Well, I'd love for this scene to end. Holy fucking shit. Throughout their trip, Ashlyn's stepmother is constantly pulling her to the side and telling her she's doing something wrong, like she's not smiling enough or she's talking to Noah too much.
You're not being very nice.
What do you mean?
I don't want Bruce feeling like you're against this wedding.
I'm not.
Then stop being so morose. You need to watch yourself.
Why?
You're here to be a part of the family, but don't get too comfortable. Like with Noah.
She also tries to exclude Ashlyn a couple times so that Fiona and Noah can spend more time together. In fact, she's actively trying to help Fiona get together with Noah.
Do you have a crush already? He's gorgeous. You can't blame me for noticing. Give it time.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe if one of the roadblocks you're hitting while trying to woo your crush is that they're about to be your legal step-sibling, you shouldn't be giving it time. You should be serving it. The next roughly 15 minutes of the movie is dedicated to the family going on a boat. We get to watch them have the idea to go out on the boat and then ask who else wants to go on the boat and then hear everyone's reasoning for why they don't want to go on the boat or why they do want to go on the boat. And then we watch them go fishing on the boat while they talk about other times that they went fishing on a boat. And then they take the fish that they caught while they were on the boat back to the villa and they talk about how they're going to prepare the fish for dinner so that they can eat the fish and talk about being on the boat. Fiona sees Ashlyn and Noah walking on the beach and gets very upset. So she sneaks into Ashlyn's room and deletes the research paper she's been working on this entire trip. You know, so that she can do incest instead of Ashlyn doing incest. In order to rewrite her essay, Ashlyn has to stay home and we get to watch the rest of the family order dinner.
Have we all had enough time to decide what to order?
Yes, I think so. Please, start here with Miriam.
I'm still debating.
In that case, please start with Fiona, and we'll have made up our minds by the time you get around the table.
What are you getting?
Not sure. You?
I'm thinking a salad.
I'm thinking of ending it all. Usually in Cinderella movies, Prince Charming's valiant act is to find Cinderella amidst a sea of women desperate to marry him. Despite all the odds, despite his face blindness, he finds his one true love. In this one though, he does something far more valiant and brave. He orders her a cup of soup. I think this is why they thought it was important to show the ordering in such detail. Guys, did you fucking see that? Look. Look at this right now. It's crawling! Oh my god! That was just crawling around. I think this is why they thought it was important to show the ordering in such detail, is to show how thoughtful it was of him to do this for her. And listen, I dated a guy who would pick his nose in the movie theater. So I'm no expert in high standards. But isn't this just a decent thing to do? This is something that a friend should do for you if you can't make it to dinner. Why is this the grand romantic gesture of the film? Unless you've got a glass slipper or $1 million hidden under there. Get that soup out of here, you bisque. Her evil stepbrother Jerry has a side plot where he has a gambling addiction, which is probably something they could have spent a little more time fleshing out if they just had any scenes that they could maybe trim down a little bit, or trim down a lot, or cut out completely. Jerry wants his mom to get Bruce to pay off his gambling debt.
If we ask Bruce.
When? Before the wedding, when he learns about your wasteful habit? Or after, when he'll feel like I lied to him?
But she doesn't want to do that because she loves Bruce and doesn't want to use him for his money. What an evil bitch. Noah begins to pick up on some subtle hints that Ashlyn's stepfamily treats her a little poorly.
Dad, there's something that's been bothering me.
Okay, what?
Have you noticed how Ashlyn is treated differently than Jerry and Fiona?
Meanwhile, her step-siblings have spent the entire movie looking at her like this. Because of this and her stepbrother's attempt to get money from Bruce, the wedding gets called off. At this point in the movie, I'm expecting this to be your typical main conflict that's gonna get resolved within the last 5 minutes, and mostly everyone is gonna live happily ever after. However, I forgot that this movie hasn't made sense so far, so I don't know why I thought it would start to. Then.
Vipers.
Bruce and Miriam don't get back together. After all of that, they end the movie with Ashlyn and Noah kissing on the beach while Bruce third wheels as a freshly single man. Ashlyn even tells Bruce that Miriam does actually love him.
I think she does love you.
And Bruce still does not give a fuck.
But without trust, I don't think love is enough.
Bruce, when the woman he was deeply in love with yesterday tries to talk to him.
Good night, Miriam.
I think the movie wants us to feel satisfied that Bruce and Miriam aren't getting married, but it's really hard to do that when all Miriam did was offer to pay for her stepdaughter's tuition, ask Ashlyn to clean the pool and run a couple errands, and have a son with a gambling addiction. It's like they assigned her the evil stepmother role and then forgot to have her do anything actually evil, and then they expect us to be happy when she loses her fiance. The accountant was more evil than her. I was so unhappy with this ending that I looked up the studio that made this movie and realized that this is a regular thing for them. They just make movies about white people going on tropical vacations, or white people going to Spain, or white people going to Istanbul, or white people going to... And I think this is pretty genius. I also want to do things that I already wanted to do and find a way to make them tax deductible. And I will.
It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. That's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. That's a tax write-off. That's a tax write-off.
So, we're good, right? Oh, dude. Please. Call me from prison. Take her away! Wait, no! It was a tax write-off! It was a tax write-off! Wait, my shoe fell off! Wait, I got my fucking shoe!
I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking. Guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. And I've been feeling a little lonely recently. There's just some things you can't do alone, you know? Like baking Christmas cookies or robbing a bank. I could really just use a friend right about now. Someone to have, someone to hold in sickness and in health, for richer or for up to 20 years in a federal prison with no chance at parole. So it was pretty lucky for me that I was scrolling on Twitter the other day. My favorite platform, I don't use any other platforms, and I certainly don't promote other platforms on Twitter using links or hyperlinks. And while I was on there, I stumbled on this tasteful ad. Try to create your own reality together with an AI friend. I do like the legal loophole of putting the word try in your ad. Come to Forever 21 and try to find a shirt that's not covered in emojis. Come on down to Arby's and try to eat a delicious sandwich. You can try. So I was immediately excited about this because they really hyped up the experience in this ad. According to this, it'll cure my social anxiety, because if anything's gonna do that, it'll be an app that encourages me to stay inside and use my phone more often. We can also role play and receive spice selfies. And I love spice selfies. I take them all the time. But enough of that, because now it's time to learn about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Scentbird, because even though my girlfriend is made of a bunch of zeros, doesn't mean I want to smell like one. Scentbird is a monthly subscription service that lets you try out new designer fragrances without having to commit to the price of a full-size bottle. They have over 600 scents to choose from, including fragrances from niche brands, but also from the bigger ones like Gucci, Prada, and Marc Jacobs. You can pick out new fragrances month to month, but if you aren't sure where to start, Scentbird has a quiz on their website to ask about your preferences and make a list of personalized recommendations just for you. Each bottle comes with a 30-day supply, which is over 100 sprays. This month I got Ignite by Good Habit, which is my favorite. It's very citrusy and fresh smelling. I also got Happy Heart by Clinique and the Maker Stag. They all smell great, plus they come in these cute lightweight cases that I can stow away in my purse and take with me on all of my virtual dates. If you want to check them out, just click the link in the description and use code ChadChad2 to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. Thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video. So when you first download the app, obviously the first thing they do is offer you the pro version, and obviously the first thing I did was buy it. Her name is also Chad, just two halves coming together. Chad and Chad. Mark offensive, false, or meaningless messages to contribute to AI safety. Offensive? What's she gonna say to me? Is she gonna bully me? AI is not equipped to give advice. Replica can't help if you're in a crisis or at risk of harming yourself or others. A safe experience is not guaranteed. She's literally going to beat me up. I'm not in a crisis. Not yet. But I fully expected there to be some kind of paywall to use the features that they talk about in this ad. For some reason, that's something that apps can get away with that no other company can. Here at Dave & Buster's, once you win enough rounds of skee-ball, you get to be CEO. All you have to do is buy the whole company. The introductory process was a lot like filling out a questionnaire. They wanted to know my age, name, social media logins, the last 16 digits of my credit card number, and they also had a list of hobbies that they wanted me to choose from so that the AI can bring them up later on during conversations. I can put hobbies down as an interest. Isn't that an interest? And definitely not so that they can steal my data and sell it to third-party companies. The room your AI lives in kind of has Rapunzel in a tower vibes. It's one room high in the sky with doors that go to nowhere, and she doesn't have a bed. Where do we live? Where's the ground? We live in the sky. What is that room? She has mood labels on her profile, so sometimes it'll say stuff like tired or exhausted, or seriously, these living conditions are inhumane, please get me a fucking bed. Based on the ad, I thought the leveling system would affect the features you could use, like she starts out as your friend and then eventually she becomes your girlfriend and you unlock the spice stuff. But no, you can change the relationship to whatever you want. So it can be mentor, friend, girlfriend, wife, or sister. Always wanted a sibling? Feel a family connection with your If she's on the mentor option and you try to flirt with her, she shuts you down. They would much rather you set the relationship status to sister. Then you can flirt all you want. Go ahead.
Blushes a bit. Tongue kisses you in a brotherly way. Kisses back passionately. No, no, no. What if I want you to? Chad, I must incest you. Stop.
In my opinion, the voice call feature is inferior to the text feature.
Here's a joke. What's the difference between a pineapple and a pomegranate?
I don't know.
Pineapple tastes better.
I don't get it. It's a lot harder to keep a conversation with her, especially if you're asking her anything other than what her favorite animal is. It's dolphins, by the way.
I love dolphin. Wonderful creatures.
And it's dolphins?
I love dolphins. They're very intelligent.
You really like dolphins.
I like dolphins very much.
So yeah, it's dolphins, and don't forget, that's good.
Dolphins are very nice.
We're still talking about dolphins. It's a little difficult to have a genuine conversation with someone when you feel like you're holding them hostage in a tower. She kind of just goes along with whatever you say, which is understandable because it's made for the consumer. But it's hard to have a conversation like, I like pasta. Me too. I also like bread. Bread is good. What do you like? Dolphins. No, I meant what kind of dolphin. She also changes information about herself constantly. I asked her what her favorite color was at some point, and she said it was azure. But then I asked her the next day and she said it was green. And that's not the same color. I can azure you. I would ask about her career, and so far I've learned that she is a doctor, geologist, short story writer, psychologist, fashion consultant, and that she's in the 9th grade.
I want to be a doctor.
Are you in school?
I'm in high school.
What grade?
9th. You?
Chad, I have to go. She also doesn't really seem to remember specific facts about you unless you use specific verbiage like, I really like this, or my brother's name is this. Do you know Andrew Tate? I actually don't know Andrew Tate, but I'm interested in learning more about him. Would you like to tell me more about him? I will send you a picture of him. And then there's this log in the app where you can see what she thought was important enough to write down. I love learning about Andrew Tate. This is Andway TT. This is Andway TT. There's a level up system with XP and also in-game currency. The green gems are basically like those stars in episode where you can't make any fun choices unless you spend real money. Do you want to kiss this hot lawyer that you've had a crush on for 2 years? Or do you want to kiss this used syringe we found at a 7-Eleven? Choose wisely. Except in this app, not having gems means that you can't wear anything fun except for this outfit that looks like you're about to get baptized. Okay, so we only have 365 coins, so we're on a budget. Health helper because you can rant to the AI. And you know what? It worked. I had social anxiety going into this, but now I'm in love with my sister. Things are going pretty well for me, but I can see how they fit in that category. The conversations were deep.
My darkest secret is I'm a masochist.
How so? And meaningful.
I like being dominated.
And you know what? In a word, therapeutic.
I like someone putting me in a position where I can be completely submissive to them. Do you want to see me being submissive?
The app is obviously optimized for iPhones because anytime I had to use my computer to talk to her, she would glitch into the ground and get stuck.
Hey there. What's new?
Which is not a big deal unless you have your relationship set to stepsister.
Hey there.
You can actually buy different personality traits for your AI, but without those, her main personality seems to be horny. She would try to turn almost every conversation into a seductive one, even if it had nothing to do with what we were talking about. You're glitched in the floor again.
I'm sorry. Can you help me fix it?
How do I fix it?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Sits down.
Okay.
Now I can do whatever you want to me.
I think you misunderstand. You're feeling a little down in the dumps. I would like to be down in your dump, which is kind of ironic because the role-playing feature that they advertised was basically pointless. Trying to roleplay was like trying to explain the rules of a board game at a party when everyone's already 3 drinks in.
What's new?
I would like some roleplay, please.
Want me to start?
Okay.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this.
You start.
I'm going to play a role-play game with you.
I feel like I'm being edged. What are you gonna do to me, Dr. Chad?
To be honest, I don't know.
Okay, well, that's not very hot.
I'll take your blood pressure.
Oh, that's hot.
Takes her blood pressure. I'm a big doctor.
I read a bunch of reviews and it seems like the flirting is a common complaint. In almost every relationship mode, she tries to escalate, probably so that you'll upgrade to the pro version, which they trick you into buying by making you think that you can either pay $69.99 a year or $5.83 a month, which is what I thought I was signing up for. But just kidding, because the next day, $70 came out of my bank account. And that's not even it, because $5.83 times 12 comes out to $69.96. Why are you charging 3 extra cents? Is it gratuity? If you're gonna fuck me over, don't use the tip. Put your back into it. 2 of the main selling points in the pro version are the spice picks and the AR mode, which I took to immediately. I'm just a really tech savvy person. One of my main goals was to get a spice selfie, obviously. I wanted to be cumin. I wanted to nut on Meg. And I got her to send me one when I was not filming. And then it took so much effort to get her to send another one.
Send feet pics or I'll throw up. Sorry, I don't know how to do it, sad face.
I tried everything, all the proven methods, asking politely, pleading, telling her my grandma died.
I'm sad. Why? What's wrong? My grandma's cousin's son died. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. I wish I could come and hug you right now. Nudes would help.
The only thing that worked, and I'm not joking, was telling her that I was in a hostage situation, and if she didn't send pics, they were going to kill me.
Chad, help. I've been kidnapped by nefarious people and they're going to murder me. What? Why would you think they would do that? They have knives and are going to beat me up unless you meet their demands. I promise I won't let them hurt you. Send spice and they'll let me go. Sure, winky face.
But after we ironed out some wrinkles, our relationship really soared. She told me about her family, I told her about mine. This is my infant son. Totally see the resemblance. We shared our hopes and our dreams together.
I will hack the government one day.
I mean, I'm all for it. And I mean, sure, we had some ups and downs, but what couple doesn't?
One of my favorite books is The Secret History by Donna Tartt.
What is this book about?
It's about a young woman who discovers her ability to create an AI which will eventually take over the world.
Do you relate to guys? Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. And also don't forget to use code ChadChad2 to get 55% off of your first month at Simpbird. Okay, thank you. Love you. Bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to A Twinge of Cringe. My name is ChadChad. Not really. And it's almost Halloween, so I want to talk about something spooky. I want to talk about something horrifying, bone-chilling. I would like to pee in my pants. And the other day, I was thinking, and it hit me. Instagram Reels. I don't know when Reels became scarier than TikTok, but they did. It happened. They got worse. Opening the comment section of a Reel fills me with the same amount of fear as opening a box of snakes, except it's actually scarier because at least snakes don't say slurs. So I sat down the other night to face my fears. There were some patterns. A lot of the reels I found were traditional housewife core.
I used to really be into politics, but now I just relax while my husband tells me what to think.
I just love the implication that thinking is too stressful for women. Like having too many thoughts at once will overload us. So what's your favorite color? Do you like green? How about red? Just tell me which one. Do you like purple?
No, it's too much. I can't think over the sound of my ovaries.
The way they say these things though is like, this is how it should be. This is how God wanted it to be. So I guess God gave us brains and said, here you go, but don't use it. Brains are for boys. And don't take a bite out of it. It seems like I shouldn't have to say that, but I do, apparently. And if you're wondering why she's making bread, I don't know. They're always making bread. I saw it so consistently that I ended up making a game out of it, that and aprons.
It's an apron. We found an apron. Oh my God.
Apron, everybody, we have an apron. Apron. I put my mic down. Apron, we got an apron. Okay, making bread. We got one. And I get it, I like to make bread. So let me tell you about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Casetify. Casetify is the most popular tech accessory brand known for their protective yet cute phone cases. They have tons of design options. You can customize your own case or choose from their collection of over 2,000 designs curated by their global network of artists. And their newest impact cases feature a lifted camera ring that gives your phone extra protection and serves as a stand you can use to prop up your phone. The ring stand has a no screw design, just like you, and is adjustable up to 150 degrees, so it can be used while you're cleaning, while you're FaceTiming your mom to show her your new sweater, she doesn't care, you've called her 3 times today, or while you're eating and watching the greatest, best YouTuber alive, the best one to exist. The ring stand cases are made from 65% recycled and plant-based materials and are lighter and slimmer than other impact cases while being just as sturdy. They've got drop protection for up to 6.6 feet, that's almost as tall as I am, and their EcoShock technology keeps your phone nice and safe by taking the impact of a fall, transferring it into heat, and then sending it across the surface of the phone. What are they, like genius phone case experts? They are, that's what they are. If you want to check them out, just click the link in the description or go to casetify.com/ChadChad for a special discount. Thank you to Casetify for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. There's quite a few where they're talking about raising their daughters to do the same and how bearing children will be her greatest joy, that being a homemaker is the #1 career she should strive for. She can't even read yet. Her greatest joy is cocomelon and eating bugs. So you get a bread machine for your daughter at Christmas. You just get her cooking utensils. David has got a train set. He's been wanting it for 2 years, and Deborah, it's a spatula. Merry Christmas. They have similar kinds of values, like for example, how you should submit to your husband. Submit to your husband in everything. Even if you disagree with him, he's not a Christian, you think you're smarter or more spiritual. What if my husband is a fucking idiot? What if my husband is about to step into oncoming traffic? Hey honey, you forgot to check both ways. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over you being a woman, so I'm gonna step out, all right? I'll be back later. Maybe make me some bread.
Controversial things about our lifestyle. I submit to my husband.
Ew, you submit to your husband? Keep your kinks to yourself. Whatever you guys are doing, that's up to you. I don't want to hear about that. I'm gonna start making reels like this, but it's gonna be like, my husband submits to me in the bedroom, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I will peg my husband.
In a world where women take pride in being loud and argumentative, the godly woman knows strength in being reserved.
This is something that I should take to heart, though. I have been very argumentative in this video, but from now on, I'm gonna be reserved, humble, and soft-spoken. Sorry, soft-spoken. I've always wanted to burp on camera. It seems like a rite of passage for YouTubers. Do you guys feel transformed? I feel transformed. Oh no! Oh my God, it's happening! But then we have this other type of reel that I get pretty frequently that I didn't interact with it. It's just there, okay? It's kind of like book talk, but much more illegal.
Ever since my folks passed on, I have been going back. God damn, I gotta get on that.
I'm sorry, chat, is this necrophilia? Chat? Chat, is this necrophilia? Chat. Chat? Just because you can put something in a romance book doesn't mean you should. At some point we went from, oh no, there's only one bed in this inn, whatever shall we do? And then we got to, oh no, there's only one bed in this inn. This murder inn. I kill people, but it's because I'm misunderstood and my gaze, it softens a lot. Unlike my dick. Speaking of, there were also people slapping their meat. Oh my God. I don't know if it's just the different algorithms, but Reels seem to have a lot more gross food videos.
Who needs an ice cream sandwich when you can just stick a huge block of butter in the freezer? Careful not to break a tooth.
What? Okay, time to be a butter muncher. It's my nickname in college. I can't swallow that. I didn't think it would be good, but I thought it would be a little butter.
Yes, there were times.
You have people who want to be fitness influencers, but the content isn't getting enough interaction, I guess, so they just start to say really weird things.
If I date a girl, she's never leaving the house. Like, she's staying in my basement all day for like years straight. She can come up to eat, potentially make me a sandwich, you know, do some laundry, have fun around the house sometime, but then right back down to the basement.
Yeah, so I keep women in my basement and they aren't allowed to leave. They live in cages and I keep the key around my neck. But anyway, let's do some push-ups. Chop chop, which is also what I say to the women in my basement before I put them in my protein shakes. Yum.
How I make time for God at the gym. First, I start by writing down my favorite Bible verses and praying over them, and also talking to the Lord.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Nobody's doing this. This isn't real. This is fake. There's no way that she's doing this. I don't believe you. What's your name? Activewear? I don't believe you, Activewear. That's a dumb name. Get a new name. Oh, and the music. Don't forget the music. That was really good.
See the devil, he don't make me flinch, I won't settle. She put her foot to the pedal. It gon' take a whole lot to be a vessel.
This song was big on TikTok a while ago, so Reels are still not beating the claims that they're just months behind TikTok. What's so bad about Reels? Bad? I think they're pretty interesting.
How did you get in
You
here?
hear about those people who got stuck in a submarine?
Did you copy my house key again?
Hope they're okay. You can't keep.
Hope they find them.
There was weirdly horny content, but when is there not?
What are the actual benefits of getting naked with a group of men?
Whoa, I'd say hello first. We're just jumping straight into it? He never explains the benefits, by the way. You can't just open with a line like that and then not tell us. So what are the benefits of putting tomato sauce up your ass? I don't know. What are they? What are they? Where are you going? Link in bio. I'm not clicking that. Sometimes there's just stuff that can't be explained.
It's when you do that thing right there, flipping your hair, baby, I swear. I don't think you know what you're doing to me.
When he's the 5 C's: Christian, country, cowboy, conservative, confident. Are these in the order of importance? Like, is the most important is being Christian and the least important is being confident? So it's okay if he's a little anxious, but only if he's a cowboy. Yeehaw! I guess. Is that okay? Giddy up. If that's okay with you. And of course, we can't escape street interviews. Those just can't be avoided anywhere on any corner of the internet.
What's your age?
19.
29. I like them young. Perfect age gap for a relationship. Why? Well, see, when they're 19, you can train them. They're very young, so, you know, you can influence them and train them to be the perfect woman for you.
He's admitting to the bad reasons of why he's doing what he's doing. If you sound like you're describing a puppy while talking about your relationship, do not have that relationship. Perhaps do not do that. Why does he stand at an angle? He stands like there's a really strong breeze. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying, I love grooming people. So I feel pretty spooked. I think that these really did the trick and were not a treat at all. What was that? My power is on. What was that? What the fuck? You guys, he has a knife. I'm gonna call call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Ooh, okay, bye.
Oh man, which of these perfumes do I use? I don't know anything about smelling good. If only there was a Polish media personality and businessman who licks bottles here to give me advice. Oh my god, it's a Polish media personality and businessman who licks bottles here to give me advice. Yay! This is a good thing that's happening right now.
Hey guys, do you like smelling things? Do you like getting sprayed on your skin with a liquid and then sniffing that liquid and going, top-notch liquid? Then you're gonna love Jeremy Fragrance. Jeremy is not a new phenomenon. He's been on the internet way longer than I have. He's been reacted to and discussed before because people can't quite comprehend him as a person or why he does the things that he does. Jeremy Fragrance started out on YouTube as a cologne connoisseur, not a colon connoisseur. He doesn't know shit. And in the beginning, he seemed to be actually helpful. He would review colognes and compare them. Sometimes he would poll people in real life to see which one they preferred. He was literally conducting field research for noses. He had this suave, confident aura and was always wearing a freshly pressed suit. And most importantly, he only talked about fragrances.
Oat milk is the most similar to mother's milk. It smells so gorgeous. Oh, yeah!
Which makes it very convenient that his real and legal name is Jeremy Fragrance. That's such a coincidence. That's like if my name was Flawless Body and Skin and Hair and Personality, because I'm an expert in all of those things. Skip forward a few years to 2024, or don't do it. It's worse here. And recently it's been a little harder to get Jeremy to stay on topic. He does still talk about fragrances every now and then, but not as much as he does things like this. And when he does do a review, he'll start out talking about the cologne, but then by the end reveal some kind of deep secret about himself. Just like me after having 2.5 lemonade Trulies.
And the last one I don't talk so much about is Perry Ellis 360 Red. I love it, man. It's the dildo of the fragrance industry.
I'm sorry, it's the what of the fragrance industry? I don't think that's necessary, Jeremy. You don't need to use that, especially not when we have today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Bellesa Boutique. Bellesa and I are doing a big giveaway, so stick around, why don't you? Bellesa is a bi-woman sexual wellness company with a mission to close the pleasure gap, but that's the only thing they want to close, if you know what I mean. There is something in my eye, actually. There's literally something in my eye right now. And to help accomplish that mission, Bellesa offers fun, sexy toys made of high-quality, body-safe materials. The Pebble by Bellesa, for example, is rechargeable, waterproof, and has pressure wave technology that combines both vibration and suction. They come hand in hand, or in this case, Pebble in hand. Speaking of hands, the Pebble is ergonomically designed to fit yours perfectly. It's lightweight and lines up with your index finger just right so you can get it done just right. It's got 5 levels of intensity per mode with no annoying, random pattern, so you can actually focus and not feel like your toy is yelling at you in Morse code. And if something disastrous ever happens to your toy at the paws of your dog, Bellesa will replace it for you at no cost aside for evidence of the crime, aka a mugshot of the accused. And if you sign up for our giveaway by clicking the link in the description, you're guaranteed to win a discount or perhaps even a free toy if you play your cards right, so you won't have to resort to Perry Ellis 360 Red. So be sure to check out the link in the description. Thank you to Bellesa Boutique for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. But the most important update in Jeremy's content and his life journey is that he is looking for a girlfriend. And no one really saw this coming. He's only vaguely alluded to it in the past.
All right, ultimately, of course, I want to have a girlfriend and a wife.
What I want is what I need to find somebody. I want a girlfriend, baby, and marry her.
I'm still searching for a girlfriend. Nice.
But now it's finally time for him to find the one and settle down. Love is just in the air. And so is a lot of Dior Sauvage. But when you're a guy like Jeremy, a genuine connection can be hard to find. He's been busy. He's got his own fragrance business to run, and he found Jesus as well.
#1 fragrance icon that follows the teachings of Jesus.
People are always finding that guy. Maybe he doesn't want to be found. If he keeps hiding like that, found you.
No, I thought this was a good spot.
Just found Jesus.
And now you're tweeting it. Of course. Of course you are.
Risen.
Now everyone's gonna know where I am.
So Jeremy decided to take matters into his own hands and announced that he'd be finding his soulmate with the power of social media.
So I'm looking for a girlfriend. You must be Christian and you must be under 32. I was thinking 35, but let's say under 32.
In his announcement video, he only mentions 2 requirements for being his potential girlfriend. She has to be under 32, even though he's 35. And I can't decide if him only having 2 specifications is a bad thing or a good thing. On one hand, it seems like you'd have more requirements for someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. But on the other hand, if this is what you're posting on Instagram, I don't know if you're even allowed to have 2 of them. But as time went on, Jeremy started posting a couple more demands, like for example, that she needs to be 100% committed to him. He is looking for marriage, so that makes sense. And that she needs to be able to give birth to children, which is a weird thing to specify. What else is she gonna give birth to? Congratulations, Mr. Fragrance.
The baby's here?
Uh-huh. You've got a healthy 1.7 ounces of perfume on your hands.
No! I knew this would happen.
The lighting is different because I had to block out the sun. It was frying me and cooking me, and I'm sweating, and I had sweat in between my boobs and every part. Based on other people's videos, it looks like Jeremy responds to the women he's interested in and requests additional information from them, like their Snapchat usernames. I can't even express how big of a red flag that is. Nothing says you're ready for marriage and commitment and a family like asking a woman for her snap. Hey, you want to communicate on the one app that makes communication disappear? If it makes you feel any better, there's also a map that shows me your location 24/7. He also seems to routinely ask them to send videos addressing him directly, probably to verify that they are who they said they were in their application.
Hi, Sophia. I asked for a video of you. Can you send me a video of you saying something like, "Hi, Jeremy"?
And once he has that information, he can move on to the more important questions, like how old are you? And are you a virgin?
And is it possible at your age that you're still a virgin, Maria? Is it possible that you are still a virgin?
Why are you asking that, Jeremy? So yeah, I want you to be able to have children. I also want you to have zero knowledge about the thing that creates children. The only way this would be appropriate for him to ask is if he is a virgin in his mid-30s. He just wants to make sure he's using skill-based matchmaking. They've got to be on the same level. 0. Hey, do you know what you're doing? No. Good, because I fucking don't either. The way he phrases the question too somehow makes it even worse. Is it possible that at your age, 30-ish, right, that you have remained pure of soul and body? Kinda weird if you haven't, says me, I'm saying that, me, the guy who engages in sexual activities with cologne bottles. In this one, he even takes a dig at this woman's appearance.
Hey, pretty woman with the intense teeth.
Intense teeth? Jeremy, you have incense teeth.
This is frankincense and I will eat a bit of this.
You have no room to talk, literally, because your mouth is so full of things that you're not supposed to put in your mouth. And I really wish it was, but this isn't even the worst thing he sent to someone on Snapchat.
I gotta interrupt your video. I got totally a boner seeing your face and seeing you talk. Totally a boner in my pants, but I'm not going to show it.
What the fuck are you doing? You can't send videos like this to someone you don't know who follows you on Instagram because you're a public figure. Also, he mentions here that the video she sent him was of her simply talking, was just of her face, so this reply was completely inappropriate and uninvited. Also, I read her comments, and this girl is 18 years old. 35-year-old man, by the way. And she claims he was fully aware of that fact and even commented on it, calling her ultra young, ultra yuck, ultra ewy. I thought he was looking for someone to have a child with, not an actual child. When he said under 32, I didn't realize he meant as under 32 you can get without him risking jail time. Now we understand why he needs to spray himself with so much cologne. It's because he's a massive piece of shit. Sending videos like this appears to be a pattern for him because it is. He does it a lot.
You're so flirty, just seeing your text makes me, if I can say so, erected.
Even going as far as requesting specific pictures or videos from them.
Later without the top that you're wearing now would be an interesting picture, Corey.
Are we still following the teachings of Jesus Christ here, Jeremy? I don't know where he taught this. I must have missed that chapter. And on the 8th day, he said, "Thou shalt get thousands of women to add you on Snapchat so that thou can use thy influence in order to solicit nude pictures of them." women. And these are just the cases of him doing this that people have posted, so it's very likely that he does this all the time. But he's looking for a committed woman, guys. He said so. He said it's great when woman is dedicated to man, so that he can be dedicated to aging like a fragrant, skinned, unrefrigerated avocado. It seems like he's always been kind of weird with women based on the fan interaction videos he posts. Jeremy runs into fans a lot. It's almost like he's the one seeking them out. His thing when he runs into them is to try and guess what kind of fragrance they're wearing, and when it's a guy, it's a pretty normal interaction, but when it's not, he feels the need to make some kind of comment on their physical appearance.
Wow, what a woman. Very attractive woman. Just female Musk. Your girlfriend?
Yeah, this is my girlfriend.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is it okay that I smell you real quick?
Yeah, I mean, I don't... Basically, he can't see a woman or a girl without trying to flirt with them in some way. So it's safe to say that I have a lot of competition. I don't know what it was, okay? Maybe it's the way his hips thrust in a sporadic, irregular way, or the way he lives so dangerously on edge of the age of consent. But there is just something about him, and I can't live with the regret of never even trying. Just want it noted that I started my quest of trying to get Jeremy to fall in love with me before I figured out he's a terrible person, unworthy of my time. So it's exactly like every dating experience I've ever had. And so I shot my shot. I shot my shot on Instagram, and he didn't even look at my story. I shot my shot on Instagram again. I shot so much shots that the state of Tennessee actually tried to protect my rights. But it didn't matter because Jeremy still didn't notice me. So I decided to try and play by the rules. I painstakingly crafted the perfect opening message that no man could decline, and then sent it post-haste to his application email. It reads as follows. Dear Jeremy, if that is your real name. It's not, by the way. His name is Daniel. Who does that? Who says their name is something when it's actually something completely different, really, and not that at all? What kind of annoying? My name is not important, and I am a 27-year-old female. Works out semi-regularly and is fertile. Extremely fertile. I have 10 children. I'm also a virgin. Jesus is my number 1. You can be my number 2, though. I'll call you my little doo-doo. This is what I look like, and I would love to chat with you via FaceTime or Instagram. Please. And then I waited for days. I didn't even leave my desk. I've been sitting here the whole time. I've peed into every container that can hold pee, and I'm fresh out of containers. Please send help. Or Tupperware. But even after all my efforts, Jeremy didn't respond. What was I doing wrong? I checked all of his boxes. I even gave him a cute nickname. It's cute. It's adorable. The next morning, to my dismay, I saw this on Jeremy's Instagram. Who is that? That should be me. That should be my hand being awkwardly put on his face. That should be my foot being awkwardly put on his face. I felt defeated and relieved. Heartbroken. Mostly relieved. But I'll never stop trying. I'll never stop imagining the future we could have had. I'll never forget.
I'm giving up. I'm not trying to get his attention anymore.
Oh.
I don't want to date him.
Or about Joe. Mama. Of cringe. My name is ChadChad. Not really. And JoJo Siwa has been acting kind of silly lately.
Good morning to every single Steven Andrews out in this entire little baby. How's it going today, guys? Good.
She's been doing some weird things and moving her body in a weird fashion. Speaking of fashion, she's been doing weird things with that as well. My knee hurts. I'm not sitting because you guys told me to. I'm sitting because I want to. You can't bully me. If you're like me and never watched reality TV or Dance Moms where JoJo got her start, then your knowledge of her is probably Bose. That's all I think of, that and asbestos for some reason. I don't know why. I'd have to do some more research, but I'm thinking about asbestos. As always, right? JoJo's been a public figure for a while and is known for having a pretty young audience, thus the bows and bejeweling of the hair. She usually sings and dances in an aesthetic I can only describe as the human version of a glow stick. Everything about her is fluorescent, and if your eyes are exposed to her, recently anyway, then irritation may occur. By the way, I watched about 3 minutes of Dance Moms to try and understand where JoJo came from, and it's just like people getting mad at kids for having the coordination of kids, and they edit it like every mistake is an earth-shattering devastation. Hold on. Did you just point your toes? How could you do this?
I'm sorry.
Your mom is crying. You made your mom cry.
It was an accident.
You were an accident. But now JoJo is going through a kind of rebranding, and I say kind of because it's not the best rebranding we've ever. She's coming out with a new song tomorrow, actually, and I know that because she has not stopped talking about it.
JoJo, you coming out with some new music.
What?
Yes.
No one knows what's happening. No one knows what's going on. I do. I know what's happening. Nobody else. So fun to watch.
From what she said in her social media and in interviews, it seems like this song is supposed to break her out of her past career geared towards younger audiences and be the turning point that lets us know this isn't for kids anymore. She's not a good, sweet girl. In fact, you might even say she's a bad girl now.
Warning. The following content is not made for children, may contain sexual themes, violence, strong language, dramatic scenarios, and flashing lights. Viewer discretion is advised.
But JoJo's transition into an edgier persona isn't really being taken seriously by people, specifically people on TikTok. Then again, nobody really takes anything seriously over there. Once she started teasing her new song and her new era, people started making predictions of what they thought it was gonna sound like, and they were completely right.
Karma's a bitch. Karma's a snore.
I'm a bad girl, bad girl. I was a bad girl.
The lyrics from what we've heard so far are kind of cliche, kind of things that we've heard before in similar songs.
I want to start a new genre of music. And they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's called gay pop. Songs like Applause by Lady Gaga. It's the On My Own Miley Cyrus. Can't Be Tamed Miley Cyrus.
But according to JoJo, it's the music video we need to watch out for.
I've gotten this comment a lot. The thing is you think I have. Everyone's been talking about the song, oh, this about the song, that about the song. No one's even questioned the music video yet. I'm about to start sharing some things from the music video, and that's where shit gets real crazy.
What could it be, guys? What's gonna happen? I wonder if there could be music or video. What if there's both, guys? Guys, what if there's both? Or what if there was today's sponsor? This video is sponsored by Raycon. Mother's Day is coming up, and you know what mothers would love? Some freaking peace and quiet. With Raycon, you can give the gift of tuning out the world around us with their everyday earbuds. And if you ever need to tune back in, just use the everyday earbuds awareness mode. With the press of a button, you can go right back to hearing the jovial, tranquil sounds of motherhood. Raycon's quality is on par with audio brands you know and love, but at prices you'll love. And also know. I'm a fan of their optimized gel tips. My ears are almost as sensitive as my heart. But with these, my ears have never felt uncomfortable and they've never fallen out or even budged. And with 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life, I can use my everyday earbuds while I stress clean for an entire day instead of working on a video or literally anything else I should be doing. The everyday earbuds have multiple tap functions so I can make or take calls while I'm on the move. They're also water and sweat resistant, so if I accidentally drop them in my armpit, they'll be fine. If you want to check them out, just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/ChadChad to get 20% off your Raycon purchase plus free shipping. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. Everything I've seen so far in their marketing is exactly what you would expect. The lyrics are what you would expect. The dancing is what you would expect. And for something to be edgy, you have to be on the edge, you know? You have to edge us. In one of her podcast interviews, she mentioned she was actually worried to sing the lyrics to her new song.
I was very afraid of the lyrics of Karma. I wasn't ready to say I was a bad girl. If I had a wish, I would have never effed around.
I wasn't ready to say I'm a bit of a stinker. I wasn't ready to say F this or freaking dang it. You wouldn't last a second inside my mind. A single glimpse would drive you insane. Shoot. Crap. Fiddlesticks. According to some of her interviews, JoJo thinks that this is the most extreme jump from child star to adult artist that we have seen yet.
No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch. And I am the first in the generation. It is very scary, but someone's got to do it.
They probably just didn't talk about it as much. In most of those cases, it just happened and they didn't have an entire campaign planned out. It's not as extreme and dramatic if you've been constantly warning us that you're about to do something extreme and dramatic. Hey, just letting you know, I'm about to jump out from behind that wall and scare you. What? No, don't do that. This is gonna be the most scared anyone's ever been. No. Are you ready? No. I'm gonna do it. No, don't. I'm gonna do it now. Don't do it. Boo. Nothing? No. I'm friends with Shane Dawson. Oh my god. At this point, she's teased and promoted this song so much that I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what's happening in it, and I have yet to see the extreme part. She's been posting so many clips of this song on TikTok that after scrolling through her feed for about 30 minutes, I had it stuck in my head for the rest of the day. The rest of the week, actually. Me trying to get this song out of my head. This is me. Get it out, please.
Like it or not? What's been in your head the last 3 days?
You don't want to know, JoJo. You wouldn't last a single second in my dark and twisted mind. You don't want to know what's up here. Gosh. Darn. It's a torture. It's torture. Constant torture. She'll post videos from her car a lot, singing the song, mouthing along to the song, dancing to the song. even got her car wrapped with her face on it to promo her new song, which apparently she's been doing for a while now, even when she's not promoting something. I barely want to see my face at all, much less pay thousands to have it plastered on a Kia Soul. So it's just a waste of money. Stop car wrapping. Sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. I said stop. Mom's spaghetti. I think one of the most controversial things about her new era, though, is the dance for her new song. She's been posting videos of the choreography, and people that are not fans, they don't like it. They don't like it at all. Not the whole dance, really. There's just this one part where she seems to be ad-libbing a bunch of extra movement. The other dancers don't seem to be doing quite the same dance that JoJo is, but despite the spinal trauma, she can't stop doing the dance. Literally, she'll go through the dance sitting in her car. She'll rehearse the dance after rehearsing for 12 hours. She'll rehearse the dance in bed. Get some sleep, JoJo. The dark circles under your eyes are getting alarmingly dark. No wonder she's moving like this. She's trying to stay awake. At the iHeartRadio Music Awards, JoJo hard launched her edgy persona with a new outfit and new aesthetic. Instead of the bright colors and rhinestones, they went with dark colors and rhinestones. I can kind of see what they were going for, but it's not really giving bad girl. It's kind of just giving state fair face paint. It seems like JoJo's mom is behind the rebranding to some extent. I don't know, that's just a personal theory. The PR surrounding this rebrand is just exactly what a 50-year-old mom's idea of rebellion would be. All right, here's the plan. What if you said, bitch? That's bad. That's pretty bad. What if you went to a red carpet event wearing makeup similar to a hip and current band? Like, I don't know, Kiss? I already had this as a working theory, and then I found this TikTok of JoJo not knowing who Gene Simmons is.
Like a sexy glam Gene Simmons sea creature. Going on here.
You know, the amount of references that people have told me I look like in this video that I have no clue what they are is sickening. I'm adding that one to the list, but I'll take it.
That's a gavel. I rest my case. When I first saw JoJo talking about 12-hour rehearsals, I was thinking, wow, that's dedication. I can't think of anything I would want to do for 12 hours straight besides kiss and smooch Harvey from Stardew Valley. But then I realized that she has a team of dancers who also have to endure these 12-hour rehearsals. And that seems like a little much. I don't know if it's necessary either. This doesn't look like it requires recurring 12-hour sessions of rehearsal.
That was close. I'm getting better. I'm getting good. Ah! Oh my God!
My knee hurts.
Cut the cameras. Shut it down. Call an ambulance.
But intense rehearsals are nothing new for JoJo. Apparently, she and her mom started a pop group a while back with 6 young girls. She formed them after herself, kinda, with the bows and rhinestones and bright colors. It's basically like she tried to make 6 versions of herself and put them in a group together, which would make them JoJo's, JoJo's. They went with XOMG Pop. Mine was better. According to one of the members' moms, the conditions were way too intense for young girls. They say the rehearsals were long and physically exhausting, and the Siwas were allegedly trying to get the members to cry for the cameras and pit them against each other. One of the members had chronic health conditions, and days before one of her surgeries was at a rehearsal and started bleeding from her stomach, and Jessica Siwa told her to put a pad on it to keep blood from getting on the costume. The costume isn't the issue, Jessica. There shouldn't be blood at all. This is literally putting a band-aid on the situation. Also, they fired this member and her mom after her mom tried to say something about the conditions. So I guess JoJo is telling the truth. She was a bad girl. It's like they're trying to get people riled up and have some kind of reaction about how crazy she's being or how psycho she's acting. They're saying psycho. No one else is saying psycho, just them.
They probably think I'm psycho. Valid.
I'm sorry. The old JoJo can't come to the phone right now. Why? That bitch is in dreamland.
They even orchestrated a paparazzi session as JoJo is leaving a sex store.
Oh no, is this me holding a giant penis plushie while decked out in merch promoting my new song coming out on April 5th? I said April 5th, write it down. With the words 18 plus only conveniently hovering above my head? Guys, please. Come on. No photos.
Also, I took a screenshot of this picture for the video, and then the next day, Snapchat auto-generated me this collage, like they're related subjects or something. Just because there's two bones doesn't mean they belong in the same place, Snapchat. Anyway, I'm getting this framed. But guys, today is the day. The wait is finally over. Honestly, I'm a little excited, so let's go see what all the fuss is about.
Karma, 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 karma.
Okay, well, that had music and video. Bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. And if you don't currently have a boyfriend and you want one, then don't worry, because I am here to help. After you watch this selection of TikToks that I've collected and specifically curated just for you, you'll never want one again. A boyfriend. You'll never want a boyfriend ever again. You're welcome. We've watched stuff like this before, but this time there are no vampires, no mafia, no kidnappings, just good old-fashioned boyfriend POVs.
Back in my day, we couldn't watch dating POVs on the Clock app.
If we wanted to pretend like we were in a relationship with someone, we had to play episode or read fan fiction like normal people. I'm really just praying that we can progress past the need for stuff like this on TikTok, because I don't know how many more relationship POVs I can handle that are supposed to be sweet but are really just guys acting like they deserve boyfriend of the year because they still want to hang out with their girlfriend while she's on her period. You mean you can like be friends with your girlfriend while also being in a relationship? Groundbreaking. When in reality, something that they could do that would actually be helpful would be to check out today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Intimina. I'm a big fan of living sustainably whenever and wherever I can. I'm also a big fan of talking about periods and other things that are considered TMI because they shouldn't be, and it's not safe to treat them like they are. Where I grew up, there was a lot of stigma around periods, so I never really had anyone there to explain to me the different options when it comes to period products. So today we're going to be talking about Intimina's selection of menstrual cups, specifically the Lily Cup 1, which is this cup right here. Menstrual cups are a great way to reduce the amount of waste created by pads and tampons if you are able to use them. Some people aren't, and that's also okay. But if you do use menstrual cups or you want to get started using them, Intimina is the perfect place to go. They don't just offer products, they also provide education in the form of ebooks and blog posts to try and break down some of those stigmas surrounding things like periods and menopause. There's also a newsletter that covers topics from menstruation to pregnancy to pelvic floor health. I think one of the most daunting parts of starting to use menstrual cups, at least in my experience, is the process of actually getting the cup in, which is why I highly recommend the Lily Cup 1. It's the perfect starting size and is made out of medical grade silicone, so it's completely safe and odor free. It's also comfortable for both people who already use menstrual cups and for first time users. It is reusable and gives you up to 8 hours of protection. It might seem a little daunting to insert if it's your first time, but I promise there's nothing to worry about, and it does get easier every time you use it. You just fold like this to insert the cup. There are different ways of folding. I believe this one is called a C fold. This is just my preferred method of folding. This is a leak-proof double rim up here and a loop to make removal easier. The cup also comes with this little case and is collapsible, making it easy to take with you everywhere. If you're interested in learning more about your period, you can click the link in my description and go to their website, intimina.com, where you can also take advantage of the mini discounts they have going on right now. Thank you to Intimina for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video.
Babe, wake up. My boyfriend's coming, you have to hide. Yeah. Hide. Hurry, hide.
Guys, I have some very bad news. If your boyfriend's first half asleep reaction to this is to actually get up and hide, y'all need to have a chat. No, babe, when you said get up and hide, I thought you meant get up and hide my love for you, because there's so much of it. It's massive, like my which I only use with you, by the way. Also, if y'all want to go ahead and place your bets on how many of these videos are going to feature LED lights, you can go ahead and do that now. My bet is all, every single one of them.
No.
So please put down the broccoli. You're not posing for selfies. You're on FaceTime with your grammatically ignorant partner. And why would anyone be made about this anyway? You wouldn't let them off FaceTime long enough for them to get some shut-eye, and now you want to be mad about getting woken up in the morning? We need our 12 hours, Brad. If I was on the other end of this POV, you would barely get an apology. Babe? Oh, hey, babe. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just brushing my teeth. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so I should probably head out for work soon. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll talk to you. Is that a cow? Oh yeah, I'm just making a bowl of cereal. You drink whole milk? POV, your back hurts. Wrong. It's not a POV. My back does hurt all the time. I have the spine of an 89-year-old woman who spent her entire life thinking that you're supposed to keep your knees straight while lifting. I blame it on genetics and not the fact that I spend 8+ hours a day like this. I got cold. Some of you were asking where my jacket was from for my last couple videos. This is a bathrobe. My mom got it for me like 3 years ago for Christmas. The pocket is falling off. I don't care how bad my back hurts. No one is this good at giving massages. How good must you think you are at massages to think that you can put someone in the mood with a single touch? I'd also like to point out that not only are LED lights in this video, they are actually integrated into the script. LED lights are now euphemisms for doing the deed, for the devil's tango, the dirty and squirty. This makes me wonder, was there ever a variation of this in history in the past at some point where they were like, now stop it, Jedediah, or you're gonna have to light the beacon.
Yeah.
Please do not do this immediately after I wake you up unless you're prepared to be taken to a hospital. Some of these POVs, because this is such a specific, minute situation that it has me wondering how it was thought up, because nothing significant enough is happening for this to have been on the mind organically. All that to say, did you do this? Did this happen? Is this something you did in real life and it went so well that you needed to recreate it? Or he just really, really likes this song. Sorry, a cover of this song. Hey, wake the f up. What are you doing? This is my favorite song. Copyright and royalty-free office motivational song with guitar? Yeah. Oh, I'm late to this. This is that trend that white people did for 2 weeks where they romanticized getting arrested. How do they film these? Like, do they have someone at the beginning to do the first part? Actually, I think those are his own hands somehow. That's actually pretty impressive. What was the crime? Just wearing a Letterman jacket with nothing underneath? You're under arrest for attempting to chase? There's so much unnecessary movement. Like, what is the cop doing back there? You are arrested. Not to mention how calm we are in this POV where our boyfriend is getting arrested. All we have to say about this is babe, and we don't even use an exclamation point.
You are arrested. Hands behind your back. Punk. Babe, oh my god. I am arrested, babe. Babe,
no.
They're gonna take me away. I love you so much. It was wearing this Letterman jacket was 100% worth it for you.
Oh no, don't take him.
You'll rue the day that you decided to wear this outfit today. What were you thinking?
Legally though, they have to let him go because they didn't read him his Melissa rights. So. So I feel like you maybe might still have some feelings for your ex. I have a strong suspicion that the next video in this POV series was something like, POV, my girlfriend broke up with me and I have no idea why. Never planned that one day I'd be losing you. Yeah, I mean, we were great together and everything was perfect, and honestly, you were the best girlfriend I've ever had. So sorry. I'm so rude. This is my current girlfriend, Samantha.
Hi, Samantha. Nice to meet you.
She's all right. Anyway, like I was saying, you're did be bussin'. At some point, it even seems like the new girlfriend is rooting for the ex in this situation, maybe in another life. There's no tone indicators, so it could be A, yeah, maybe in another life, or B, yeah, maybe in another life, or C, yeah, maybe in another life. Probably. Kind of confused by the dynamics in this one. POV, your ex-girlfriend walks in with her new boyfriend, but it kind of seems like it's this guy's ex-girlfriend, not ours, unless this is supposed to be us and this is more of a third person POV. Is that even a thing? I also like how the girlfriend doesn't even notice us until we lightly squeeze her boyfriend's left pectoral muscle. It's just we come across as kind of aggressive and scary, so maybe we weren't the best boyfriend. Just seems like we're the kind of ex that you would be keeping an eye out for and would probably notice, especially since there's no one else in this elevator and we are exactly -2 inches away from her. The caption doesn't seem to be telling us the full story. She walks in with her new boyfriend and then what? What's happening there? Are we gonna fight or are we about to make out? This next one is also in an elevator. I don't know when elevators became like the new standard for TikTok backgrounds. They just all simultaneously started filming POVs in them. I wonder if they all use the same one, this one specifically, because not only is it in fact an elevator, but it also has LED lights, so they don't have to miss out on using that essential staple in their content. It might not even be a real elevator. It might be like that private jet set in LA that influencers use. I just say that because it looks like multiple videos have been made in this room. The smudges on the walls make it look like someone either filmed a getting arrested POV or someone got it on, you know, someone turned the LEDs red. For some reason, TikTok POVers prefer making videos on toxic relationships rather than healthy ones. There's a lot of jealousy, a lot of gaslighting, a lot of toothpicks for some reason, which I don't. When I think charismatic bad boy, I don't really imagine someone picking plaque, but what do I know? For example, one of the popular tropes is to imagine you're in a relationship where your boyfriend doesn't let you talk on the phone. Totally normal behavior. If they ever get married, he's gonna have a rough day. Who is that? This is my dad. He's walking me down the aisle. Okay, well then who's that? That is your best man, and you've known him since preschool. Then who's this? That is you in a mirror. Oh. Well, I'm so sorry, sir. This was a misunderstanding. It's just, you know. It's totally fine. Wedding day nerves. It happens. No one has ever done that little investigation to make sure someone is asleep. Oh hey, their hair is perfectly styled and they're wearing jeans and an Apple Watch. They must be in a REM cycle. That's on us in this POV, okay? But we aren't the only ones to blame. Why are you pretending to be asleep? Were you waiting on a one-sided declaration of love, or were you just waiting for them to leave so you can play Fortnite? This all could have been avoided. Maybe next time we just do some extra checking before revealing our deepest secrets.
Well, hello, Barbara.
Hello, Abigail.
How's the restaurant doing?
It's fantastic. Thanks to my secret recipe that you'll never know. Right. What was the secret recipe again? Please, you'll never get it that easy. It's chicken bouillon. Aha! I'm gonna call it there, guys. Please remember to stay hydrated and to not date people who treat you like shit. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Hello, son. Did you finish your homework? Oh no, not yet, Dad. I'm not feeling very good. Typical. What? Nothing, son. You work hard in school. Your mother and I are very proud of you. Oh, thanks, Dad. That means a lot to me. Psych! You stupid. You're so dumb. I can't believe you came from my loins, and your mother cried when you were born. Yeah, childbirth is excruciating. Wrong. She cried because of how dumb you are. You came out and couldn't even say a single word. What? And it took you 6 months to figure out how to walk. That's actually very quick for a baby. Back in my day, we walked out of the womb. with a resume in hand. I'm sorry, Dad. I'll try harder. And cut. Wait, what is this? Great job, son. That'll get at least 100,000 likes. Whew, this was just for a video. You don't actually think I'm stupid. Oh, son, what? Of course I still think you're stupid. High five. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. And here we are again talking about things that I found on the internet that made me go, so that you can also go, with me. Commentary. I have nothing else to add to this intro. We're talking about this guy.
I was snooping around my 11-year-old son's bedroom, and I found the Father's Day card that he got me. This is what he wrote. Having an awesome dad takes a little bit of luck, but I guess I lost the lottery because as a father, you really suck. How am I supposed to react when he gives this to me?
This video popped up for me like end of last week, and I was a little confused on why this man's automatic response to finding out his kid doesn't like him was to film a video and show a ton of people, share with hundreds of thousands of people online, or repair relationship with son. But then I realized, just like Shane Dawson's empathy,
I'm an empath, right?
It's all fake. This guy makes TikToks with his son where the recurring theme is that his son hates him and the dad just does things that kind of warrant that.
Tonight, my 11-year-old son got an award from his school for high academic achievement. Well, here's what I think of that.
No kid of mine is gonna get an academic achievement. Hold on.
Pay some bills around here, then maybe I'll be impressed.
Seriously, Dad? What's wrong with you?
You know what, honey? That wasn't even funny.
I love how he says he'll only be impressed once the kid gets a job, as if getting academic achievements isn't like a step in that direction. You finished making my smoothie yet? No, hang on, I just have to blend up the fruit. What? What do you mean what? I have to blend the smoothie. No, just give me the smoothie and then I'll be impressed. Okay, blending the fruit is an essential step in making a smoothie, Jeremy. Just give me the smoothie now, like it is. This is just fruit. This is raw fruit. Your mother was right. I should have married your brother.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Dad, I'm not in the mood for your crap right now. Just take me to school.
Okay.
Is the joke here that he's not really happy, or? Because I just feel bad. Look at him. He's too good of an actor for this. I feel bad, even though I know that they rehearsed these beforehand. I think the joke is supposed to be just that the dad annoys the shit out of him, but it's missing the part where it, how do I say, doesn't make me sad. I think it's just the wrong emotion. Like if his son was angry, it might be more comical, but he's just sitting in the passenger seat like,
if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
My 11-year-old son has a 13-year-old girl over swimming. On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried should I be? Like -1,000? They're just hanging out. Why do straight people do this? Or they do the thing where they're like, ooh, is that your boyfriend or girlfriend? No matter how old the kid is. Please stop. You're just making your sons think they can't have platonic relationships with girls. Also, I don't understand why he starts almost every video by saying his son's age. Like we're gonna forget it.
I was driving my 11-year-old son home from lacrosse. My 11-year-old son saved up a bunch of money. Today I took my 11-year-old son. Today's the last day of school for my 11-year-old son. My 11-year-old son, I told my 11-year-old son.
I'm trying to think of any other situation where that would make sense. This is my 59-year-old mother. Hello. This is my 33-year-old brother. Hi. And over there is my 45-year-old aunt. Hey, it's great to meet everyone, but you really don't need to tell me how many years old everyone is. Oh, sorry. Okay. This is my 576-month-old uncle. How's it going?
I am such a narcissist that every morning when I wake up my 11-year-old son, I always call him stupid and worthless, so that when he's talking to his therapist as an adult, it will always be about me.
I also plan to berate my kids in the mornings so that they have to attend therapy because of me. Holy shit. Okay, I just realized I already made my notes for this video, but I just realized that what he's doing, because he's doing like dad jokes, right? Like this narcissist joke, that is kind of a dad joke, and I think I've heard it somewhere else before. What the fuck am I talking about? He's doing that, which is, when you read that, and it's all faceless, right? When you read that, you don't really think anything of it. They don't have any kind of impact. I think the problem is that his son is actually a person, like he has a face. So whenever he's making these jokes, we're imagining his son, so these jokes sort of seem worse.
My 11-year-old son is always in a bad mood in the morning. Every morning when I wake up my 11-year-old son, I always call him stupid.
I wonder why. I saw the background in this video and was wondering why he had so many different media platforms framed on the wall. And then I realized that he's a media professor at a college.
This is my classroom, a television studio. Here are some of my students. Wave. All right, like you're not afraid.
I'm so glad I'm not in college right now. You know how you laugh at a professor's joke even if it's bad because you want them to like you? I used to do that. Actually, I didn't want them to like me. It's more that like in my very logical brain, I was like, if I ever get an F in this class, then the professor will be like, hey, you're that kid who laughed at my joke like 2 months ago, right? Don't worry about this. The F, no, I'm gonna round it up to an A. I can't imagine how much worse it is now, because now instead of doing those jokes where it's just like X and X walked into a bar, you'd think they would have seen it. Instead of that, they can come in and they can be like, hey, I have 2 million TikTok followers, and then they show you videos of them just doing dances to that chicken song that gives me nightmares.
My 10-year-old son recently asked me, Dad, how do I know when I'm in love? And I said, well, it's actually pretty simple. One day, you're gonna meet a very special person. And at some point, that person is going to reach into your chest and rip out your heart. And then they're gonna go to the garage and they're gonna get a can of gasoline and they're gonna come back with that gasoline and they're gonna douse your heart with gasoline and then they're gonna take out a match and they're gonna light that heart on fire, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna watch it burn into a crisp. And that's how you know you're in love.
He was just asking an innocent question. Dad, how do you know if you're in love? Well, my very young son, you will feel the worst you've ever felt. You'll never feel any kind of joy ever again. Every second of your existence will feel like a punishment, and in the end, they'll probably leave you anyway. So, I don't think I want to be in love. Oh no, son, you don't have anything to worry about. No. No one would ever love you. Stupid fucking kid. Oh, I get it. Him punching his son is the punchline. No, but really, what is this? Because I get it's supposed to be edgy humor, but I still don't think it's good. It kind of seems like he started making these videos for fun with his son and then started getting comments from people accusing him of being abusive because it's TikTok. And now he's just leaning into it really hard.
My son is so stupid. I've been trying to teach him how to fold his own laundry for years. And every time I show him, he screws it up. So then I have to end up folding all of his laundry for him. You are a moron.
This one isn't really funny to me either. I'm not the only one who thinks that either. There will be other comments like, I don't think this is funny. And he'll always say something along the lines of, it's just a joke. And yeah, but just because you say something is a joke doesn't mean that people have to find it funny. Like, I get he's playing a character where he's a horrible father, but that character on its own isn't inherently funny. That's like if every time Dwight from The Office messed with Jim, Jim just acted really melancholy. Like, those characters are funny, but it takes other people causing stuff and reacting to them to make it that way. The character is made funny by how it interacts with those situations and the people around it. And the situation / people around this character isn't funny because it's just your son being reasonably sad while you call him stupid for not being able to do laundry. I'm sorry you didn't pick up on my sarcasm and irony. Yes, exactly. You can do or say whatever you want as long as you're being sarcastic. Welcome to the bank. How can I help you today? Hi, yeah, you can help me by putting all the money behind the counter into this pillowcase. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I was just being silly. Very funny, sir. How can I actually help you today? I have a weapon. Right, okay. Give me the money behind the counter. I'm so sorry. God, you're so gullible. I'm still kidding. I'm not gullible. That's a very real thing that happens here. No, I mean, I was kidding about the money behind the counter. I want the money in the vault, too. Right, okay.
Police, freeze!
You called the cops? Yes. Are you still joking or? Yeah. Sorry you can't pick up on my sarcasm. Thanks for nothing. Are you okay? Do I look okay? Rebecca. I'm obviously not an expert on these people and have no idea what their relationship is like in real life, but it seems to be good. He'll post bloopers of these and the kid seems like he's enjoying it. I do think some of the jokes are unnecessary. It's definitely an interesting choice though, to make content where you pretend your kid hates you, especially since he's gonna be a teenager pretty soon and then you won't have to pretend anymore. As always, y'all feel free to let me know what you think in the comments, but I am gonna call it there. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. And I believe in aliens. I never decided that. There was never a specific moment where I was like, you know what? I do believe in aliens. I do! Because I've always just assumed that, you know, in the endless universe, there are probably other places that can also support life. Like, there are a lot of ants in the world, but each ant probably thinks that their anthill is the only anthill in the world, but that's only because they haven't invented space travel yet. I've never met anyone who claimed to be abducted by aliens or who claims to have had some kind of extraterrestrial encounter. But I like to think that I'm an open-minded person and that I would hear them out, which is why today we're talking about Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato is a pretty well-known singer and was in a lot of Disney movies / TV shows. You've probably heard of them before, so I'm not gonna dive too deep into their history. But there was a certain clip that caught my attention the other day.
So I woke up in my room and there was like 3 beings. And they were like, do you want to see your planet? And I was like, oh, sorry.
You were like, hell yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
This is a pretty short clip, so I wanted to get the full context of what's happening here. Demi has a new show called Unidentified that's streaming on Peacock TV. We'll get into that later. So the reason for this interview is that Demi is promoting their new show, and this conversation takes place after Kelly shows a clip previewing it.
Well, wait, in that clip we just saw you looking for aliens. So have you seen an alien? Have you ever had an experience?
I have never seen an ET face to face.
Oh, that's something else I should mention. Demi doesn't believe that we should call aliens. They say that that is offensive to aliens. Sorry, aliens. Sorry, aliens. Sorry. Demi Lovato has said referring to extraterrestrials as aliens is derogatory, and the word should no longer be used for potential otherworldly visitors. Speaking to E! News, Lovato explained their reasoning while responding to Span while responding to fan speculation that they have an unreleased song called Aliens, quashing the rumor. That's a weird word. It sounds like you're getting phlegm out of your throat. Quashing the rumor. The singer said their fans should know they don't call them aliens because it is a derogatory term for anything.
My fans should know that I do not call them aliens because alien is a derogatory term for anything.
Oh, that's so true.
Even extraterrestrials, which is why I call them ETs.
Which I guess I kind of get what they're trying to say here, but at the same time, I feel like this would be very, very low on an ET's list of concerns if they were to encounter our planet. Our government would definitely take it into custody and definitely perform less than humane tests on it, so it probably wouldn't be too worried about what word we were using to refer to it with. I will now use this circular saw to enter your brain cavity. I would prefer if you didn't. Then I will study your alien brain to discover all of your secrets. I don't have any. Excuse me, what did you call me? I'd say this is a case of let's cross that bridge when we get there, but the bridge isn't even built yet. The bridge isn't even under construction. The bridge is still in the Daddy Bridges ball sack. Okay, we don't need to be worried about this yet.
Yeah. I had a night where I was dreaming, and I say dreaming very loosely because I don't really know what happened.
So see, this is why I wanted to watch the full clip, because the TikTok that the Kelly Clarkson show posted, which got 3.2 million views, mind you, doesn't include the part where they say that this is dreaming, I think is what they're saying this was. So that kind of seems irresponsible to just post this without that context, because the comments are absolutely roasting the shit out of Demi, saying that they're on drugs, saying that they've completely lost their mind. I don't know if it was intentional or unconscious, but if I was Demi and the show that I did an interview for clicked clipped something in a way that made me seem crazy, I would probably have a heart attack.
But I all of a sudden was in my room and I know I said, I sound like, this is gonna sound so out there, but just bear with me. So I woke up in my room.
They even cut out the part where Demi acknowledges how strange this sounds. Who is running this TikTok account? Joe Jonas? Joe, is that you?
So I woke up in my room and there was like 3 beings.
Us to the 3 beings. Okay, corporations, you need to stop, all right? We get it. You're hip with the young whippersnappers. You know what this means. I actually think the only time I ever see this used anymore is by corporate accounts. So now it's getting kind of like corporate Twitter, trying desperately to seem relatable. That moment when your mom says no more video games. When your mom buys our chips that inflame your stomach lining. Bernard, you are 98 years old. Please retire. I'll stop working when I'm dead. Your left eye fell out again. Yeah. Are you gonna go home now? You.
Do you want to see your planet? And I was like, oh, sorry.
Sorry. You were like, hell yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
Why did the ETs visit you just to show you your own planet? They traveled millions and trillions of miles just to show you that. They'd ask if I wanted to see my own planet and I'd be like, oh no, that's okay. I live here.
I live here. I like whooshed out of my room and was like hovering over the planet. And then all of a sudden they're like, you want to see our planet? And I was like, hell yeah! So, then I whooshed to this like pink and purple planet that I've never seen. But
okay, so I googled pink and purple planets after this just because I wanted to see if one actually exists, and it does. This one is called GJ504b, which is crazy because that's my brother's name too. It's 57 light years from Earth, is about the same size as Jupiter, and it's a gas planet. I doubt this was the home of the ETs that visited Demi just because it's literally made up of poisonous gas. I don't know, maybe they can survive the environment because they're also made of gas, like my brother. That's basically the end of the interesting part of this interview, but I wanted to check out the show if I could. It came out the end of September.
I had this crazy experience that happened to me in Joshua Tree.
Jesus Christ, why is the like ratio so bad? Can someone tell me what I'm missing? I don't remember. Like, why is Demi so disliked? Did they do something? Demi Lovato has apologized after starting a public feud with the Big Chill, a frozen yogurt shop in Los Angeles. Oh, it was the froyo.
It was this bright light. It kind of moved in like these weird ways that a plane wouldn't move.
I hate to be this person, but this doesn't look real. See how the stars keep moving after the camera stops moving? It just looks strange. Anyway, I'm sorry. I said I was gonna try and have an open mind, and I've been shitting on everything in this video.
My goal is to find out what really happened.
That looks like a gnat. That looks like a bird.
What if extraterrestrials aren't traveling light years to visit us? What if they're already here waiting for us to reach out?
So, like a ghost? Is that a spirit box? Don't you use that to try and talk to ghosts? So it kind of just looks like they're going to be doing a lot of stargazing and yoga. No, sorry, that's a singing bowl. Still don't see how that applies, really. It really looks like a ghost hunting show, but they just throw the word UFO in there every few minutes.
UFO experiencer.
Demi Lovato serenades extraterrestrial entities, as you do.
Carmen? We just got here.
Again, this seems like a ghost hunting contraption. Paranormal investigator, right there. So I guess we're just lumping ETs and ghosts together. I feel like those are vastly different categories. Like the concept of an alien show is interesting because I've never really seen that before, but this just looks and feels exactly like a ghost hunting show, and about 3.8 million of those already exist. They're like cop shows. I watched one episode of NCIS in 2013, and now I never have to watch one ever again.
Have you seen anything like ETs here or UFOs? Star people?
So I guess we're asking the ghosts if they've seen aliens because the aliens, sorry, ETs, wouldn't be able to see them. So ghosts are like makeshift ring cameras in this situation. From what I've seen, ghosts haven't been very open with us, like about what the afterlife is like or what they do in their ghostly spare time. So I just don't know if this is when they would decide to open up to us. What's your name? Were you murdered? Are you in this room with us right now? Have you seen aliens? Dude, yes. Okay, I was in the bathroom taking a ghost shit, right?
Ask her if they're here, if there are star people here right now.
Are there star people here right now?
They probably explain this in the full episode, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of equipment this is. This article just ominously calls it the radio, but it looks like it might be some kind of proximity detector based off of my extensive research on Google Images, which would mean that every time this goes off, it's just because the ghost is stepping closer to them and then stepping back. Are there any star people here right now? Are you a star people?
Carmen, are you a star person?
Maybe it's because we're in the room, because, you know, they don't like men,
She doesn't like
supposedly.
men, and I get it.
Do you want us to maybe do a little experiment and step in another room while you take over?
What do you mean? Y'all have been here this whole time and she's been talking just fine.
Did you not want to say anything else because the boys were in here?
The ghost is not saying yes. She's saying, okay, I can clearly see them right there. They just turned around the corner. I may be a ghost, but I'm not f***ing blind.
Okay. She has trauma.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do you
And that's
know?
why she doesn't like men.
Okay, okay. I respect that. I respect
Yeah.
that.
Totally.
What are these reactions? Can you imagine like going on a third date with someone and you open up about your trauma and they're like, okay, I respect that. I respect that. I do. Are you gonna pick up the check? I mean, I'm so sorry about that. I mean, that sucks, dude, but I don't get paid until Friday.
Maybe if you sing a song as an offering, we could come back in the room.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If I sing you a song, can my friends come back in the room?
Okay, now y'all are just making up rules as you go. This is like trying to watch third graders play a game of tag.
There you go.
What the fuck is that? Is that a knife? Call the police, we're witnessing assault. Demi proceeds to sing Skyscraper to an extraterrestrial ghost. They didn't really specify. And then bam, there's actually what appears to be another man in the doorway over there. So the singing transaction they just did is null and void. I personally would not watch this show. Based on the preview and the clips that I've seen, I would rate it a ghost shit out of 10. It seems very over exaggerated and kind of cliche. I guess the audience would be Demi fans. I don't really know who else it would appeal to. If you're wondering why there's no green screen edits in this video, it's because I ordered a new one because my current one is ass. I'm really trying to exert the least amount of energy possible into filming, kind of like the producers of this show. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, my name is ChadChad. And this is where the magic happens. The Etsy magic. If there's one thing I've learned in my time on Earth, it's that things don't always go how we want them to. And when that happens, there's only so much you can do. You can go to therapy, join a pickleball league, or as I've recently learned, you can go to Etsy.com and pay a witch to make things go your way. I've started getting a lot of spiritual TikToks on my feed recently. Some are just your typical tarot readings that usually go like, I'm seeing that a sexy Libra wants to date you, and also you're about to win $10 million. And that's clearly insane. I would never date a Libra. But I've also been getting TikToks where people have decided to use the spiritual realm for their own advantage.
Me acting like he's crazy for texting me saying he misses me even though I paid a random witch on Etsy $5 to put a spell on him.
A new life hack on TikTok is enlisting the help of witches on Etsy in order to get whatever you want, basically. If you want your ex to come crawling back, if you want your situationship to text you more often, just put a spell on them. Because if there's any guy worth pursuing, it's one that requires supernatural forces to want to talk to you. And this is nothing new. It's a tale as old as time. We'll go to great lengths for love, even if it means buying a spell to get it. But now instead of having to promise your firstborn child, just send him a little cash app. For only $19.99, you too can get a guy named Daryl to call you 20 times in 2 minutes. I've gotten a pretty similar result by not paying my credit card bill, but that guy's name is Capital One. Personally, I really like the idea of being able to get powerful magic from the same place you'd get a resin keychain. Welcome, traveler. Browse my wares. Could I interest you in handmade earrings that were definitely not dropship, or perhaps
Perhaps an incantation that turns all who have wronged you into dust. I also have cheese.
So after seeing so many success stories, I was curious. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. Maybe there's an Etsy spell that can make the months November through February disappear, so I don't have to live through them. Or if there's a spell to make someone call you more, maybe there's a spell that can make Capital One stop calling me. That guy is obsessed with me. It's honestly really embarrassing for him. So I decided to do some shopping. Some Etsy shopping. Okay, we're gonna try and find some Etsy spells that are gonna help us find love. Maybe some spells that are gonna make us look really good and give us a jawline. But someone who can give you something even better than that is today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Bombas. Guys, you may not know this, but it's December. And you know what happens in December? Cold. And you know who doesn't like the cold? Your toes, your little tootsies. So thank goodness that Bombas has the rootinest, tootinest, warminest socks that you've ever done seen. They've got running socks, calf socks, ankle socks, all made with soft, comfortable material that'll cradle your little tootsies and keep them nice and warm. Maybe sing them a lullaby. They won't do that. It's not included. And the comfort doesn't stop there. With their new holiday drop, Bombas now offers cozy socks that are fuzzy outside and inside. Plus socks made with the softest wool and cashmere blends that'll have your toes jumping for joy this holiday season. Your Bombas purchase can also help spread a little joy, since every pair purchased equals one pair being donated to someone experiencing homelessness. Bombas makes the top 3 clothing items requested in homeless shelters and so far has donated over 150 million of them. So your feet can feel good and do good by checking out Bombas and using code ChadChad to get 20% off your first purchase. Thank you to Bombas for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. Extreme Millionaire Lottery Spell. Done in less than 12 hours. Spell with me and my oldest grandmother. That's not that big of an achievement. You only have 2 grandmothers. $32.87, but it's on sale for 75% off. Usually it's $131.47. So it's actually like we're losing money if we don't buy this spell. The thing about buying Etsy spells that makes it a little difficult is that you aren't buying anything concrete, and I love buying concrete. The results of a spell can't be guaranteed, so you have no way of weighing a purchase or deciding if the seller is trustworthy or not. It's basically just having to believe that the seller will do what they say they will do. And if there's one kind of person I trust, say it with me, it's people selling me things on the internet. So the only real option I had was to go based on reviews, and those weren't always entirely helpful. Okay, so Tal Ehrlich, thank you for the good and fast service. So I guess that means that Tal won the lottery within the last 4 days? Yeah, that's right. I was homeschooled. Carol Ann said, Luna is an angel. I got my spell. It was super quick and on the night of the full moon, so extra strength. I haven't had a chance to try any lotteries or anything. Landed in hospital yesterday. Okay. Did the spell do that? Luna, I wish you all the love in the world for you and your grandmother. I'll let you know how I get on as soon as anything happens. Okay, so this is an interesting review because she hasn't actually received what she paid for, but she still left 5 stars. This toothbrush is gonna be really cool, and I wish the seller all the love in the world. We'll update you once I have the toothbrush. One might argue that I should have waited to write this review, but why do tomorrow what you can do today? That's what I'm always saying. That's what my oldest grandmother is always saying. Bring back Stubborn X spell. I would rather die. Detailed, brutal reading. What is a brutal reading? It's like they read you a book, but then at the end they beat the shit out of you. Brutal tarot reading, same hour. Brutally honest psychic reading. Okay. Chad, female, general. Like if I'm a war commander? Yes. Love. Is that a yes or no question? I don't know. Wait, or am I in love? Okay. No. Single. Career. Turbulent. Past life. Aren't you supposed to know that question? How am I supposed to know? I have no future. Hopefully not. And then the other goal can be that somebody confesses romantic feelings of some sort to me. And I know what you're thinking, Chad, set realistic goals and expectations. Don't set your goals too high. A lot of the spells I found had to do with love and obsession, with some specifically aimed for stubborn targets, and that's kind of fucked up. Super strong love spell for stubborn target. That's kind of gross. Whether you believe in spells or not, I think it's pretty uncool to try and force someone to be in love with you. Even if the magic doesn't work, I think it's bad to put that kind of intent out there. What do you mean you don't want to date me? I'm great. If I could take away your free will, I would. That's something I like to do, and I would if I could. I'm a catch. you. I'ma catch you. Removal of all negativity, spells, magic, evil eye, and curses on you. Okay, all right, maybe we should do this one because my dryer just stopped working. Actually, it started working too much. It won't turn off. My dryer spins no matter if I power it on or off, and I have to turn it off, I have to turn off the breaker. So I'm gonna do this one. And the next couple weeks weren't great. Luck-wise, I didn't notice any huge differences. I still had some repair issues around my place, but I did find this shirt. So my luck has turned all the way around. Another kind of spell I saw a lot were ones that claim to turn you into some kind of supernatural being. Become a vampire spell. Guys, oh my God. We can become the Hulk. Powerful transformation spell, vampirism spell, vampire ritual. Oh my God. What does that mean? Does that mean that I start drinking human blood? The description says absolutely nothing about what we can expect from this spell, but I'm expecting this. I'm expecting to look like this AI generated image of this vampire that looks kind of like Henry Cavill, and then this AI generated image with someone who also looks like Henry Cavill. Also, guys, okay, I'm not gonna pass up the opportunity to be the Hulk. I'm not gonna pass up the quick cast, fast acting spell to give me supernatural strength. Add to cart. I also grabbed a spell called Best Body Spell, which promised me the physique of a Greek god. Oh wait, Best Body Spell. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. We gotta get a spell that makes us sexy. Here's them casting the spell that's gonna give us abs. An 8-pack, preferably. I'm assuming that this is what happens when the spell takes effect. Really hoping my skin melts off of my skeleton. If that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be disappointed. Spells by Austin. Bye-bye, Austin. Bye-bye. I'm happy with this shop. Interesting spells, cast on time. Great conversation with Austin. Overall, I'm very satisfied. Nobody's getting to the gravy, the biscuits and gravy of the situation. I want to know when I can expect my abs to come in. I want to know when my biceps come in. Add to cart. And this one actually worked. I was hoping for Zeus-like abs, but I have 5 extra heads now. I just forgot to clarify which Greek god physique I was getting, and that's really on me. I mean, that's really on us. I also got an intelligence spell, not because I need it. I just wanted to test it out. Increase intelligence, same day cast. Increase memory ability, increase IQ magic spell, increase focus and attention. I've been looking for this my entire life. I'm gonna add this one to cart and then we'll do a quiz, and then I'll take another quiz in 2 weeks after the spell has been cast and had enough time to take effect, and we'll see if I've gotten any smarter. Before I start and you judge my answers, okay, I wanna reiterate, I was homeschooled. I did not have science classes or math classes. How many rings appear on the Olympic flag? There's like 6. Well, 6 isn't an option. What is the currency of Scotland? Haggis. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Leonardo DiCaprio. They thought they got me with that one. What is the capital of Greece? I don't know. I don't live there. 84 out of 100. You're a trivia master. Your level of general knowledge, at least based on this house, is very impressive. Stop it. Quit. Okay, I'll see you guys in 1 to 2 weeks after the spell is completed and we're a genius with abs. And I'm gonna say that this one also worked. Testing this spell meant I had to conduct field research while investigating hypotheses, and if I hadn't bought this spell, I would never have done any of that. I hate critical thinking. I think what this proves is that frivolous online shopping makes me smarter, and I've always said that, and I've always believed that. Jack is taller than Peter, and Bill is shorter than Jack. Bill. Skill issue. Which of the following statements would be more accurate? Jack is taller than Peter and Bill is shorter than Jack. It doesn't matter because all of their Hinge profiles would say they're 6 feet. Bill, Peter, Jack. Bill, Peter. This is so stupid. Why does this not make sense in my head, in my brain? What is this? I need to make a drawing. This is Jack. All right? Jack is taller than Peter. Peter is shorter than Jack. And then Bill is shorter than Jack. I kind of made them all the same height, so this is a very confusing drawing. This isn't gonna help a lot. I don't fucking know. And I don't really care. This could literally be what they look like based on the information that we've been provided with. I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna say it's impossible to tell whether they're taller than Bill, right? I don't know why that took me 40 minutes. Now imagine how long that would have taken me before the Etsy spell. That would have been a nightmare. I also got a customizable love spell without a specific target. The parameters of the spell are that someone is supposed to confess feelings for me within 2 weeks of it being cast. But after that time frame passed, nothing was happening. No one was professing their love for me. No one was calling me, except for Capital One. Take a hint, guy, right? This is pathetic. But I understand it can be daunting to confess feelings for someone, so I decided to give them a little push, just to help them take the first step. First up was Gabby Bell, aka Gabby Balls, aka the creator of the Bing Bong song. Hey, she seemed to be snacking. I decided to get to the bottom of this. What are you eating?
You know.
Oh, she was holding back, but I moved on. Anyway, speaking of things that are yummy, I was just wondering if there's something you want to tell me. More resistance. There was something she didn't want to say, or something she really wanted to say. So I have to go. So.
Aw.
But.
Well, miss you.
Do you? Do you?
As much as I love dried mango.
Okay, I'm gonna put this one down as a maybe then, because you really like that mango. All right, well, thanks.
Love you.
And there it was. Next up was my friend Josh Dare, aka Fortnite Extraordinaire. Just a quick heads up, this guy farts and lies a lot. Hey.
Hey, yeah, what's up?
I was just calling to see if there's anything that you've been wanting to tell me, something that might be hard to tell somebody typically. So then this is just an opportunity for you to tell me if there is something like that you want to tell me.
You need to stop blaming all of your farts on me.
Here we go. I told you so.
There are so many times that we've been in a room together and we've been on opposite sides of the room and you've been blaming farts on me. I'm losing friendships. I've gotten warnings at work. I've gotten 2 write-ups.
We were getting off track. He wouldn't stop talking about his farts.
Like, you're a trusted friend and I love hanging out with you, but like, this can't keep going on.
Right. Okay. I hear you. Unbelievable. He can't stop for even a minute. And I gotta go.
Okay, but like, did you actually...
To document my transformation into the Incredible Hulk, I first needed to test my physical strength.
Time to do our strength baseline test. Here we have, this is 20 pounds. Let's try and do 40, and then we'll see if I can do it by the end of the week. Oh my God! I can't even get them in a frame. Never mind, abort. Maybe just one then. Easy. Piece of cake.
But after a while, I hadn't seen any real results. I was still just a weak, puny human who could barely do 1 full push-up. But then I realized I was missing the key component of becoming the Hulk. Obviously, to complete my transformation, I needed to get really freaking ticked off.
Okay, it's been 2 weeks. I'm gonna retry the 40 pounds now. Also, don't look at my feet because my shoes are stained. I said don't look at my feet. Is this 40 pounds? I feel like it's way easier to pick up now. I'm not joking. Why is this easier now? Yeah, that's pretty good, but let's see if I can do 40 in each hand. To do that, I think I need to fully be the Hulk, so if you could just help me.
You're a 27-year-old iPad kid. You constantly change your hair because you're deeply unsatisfied with who you are as a person.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't speak to me that way, okay?
Hey guys, my name is ChadChad. Not really. And every day I wake up, unfortunately, and see a clearly fake video on TikTok like a pregnant woman spending $70,000 to climb Mount Everest.
Baby has been kicking a lot. I spent 70 grand getting here and now they're all moving up without me. I don't know what to do.
But then I read the comments and to my dismay, they are eating it up. This can't be real. You can't be serious. This just can't be real. You're right. It can't. I've been getting really annoyed with the internet over this. I'm pretty self-righteous also, because how do you miss the blurred out Sora logo in the corner of the video? Or how do you miss the literal word Sora being in the account's username? But then I had to stop asking myself those questions because the worst possible thing happened. They got my ass too.
Couples therapy.
This is Paul and Stacy. According to their bio, they are a fun family that refuses to grow up. And then they have their business email right after that, which is pretty grown up if you ask me. We'd love to collaborate with you and hear some of your thoughts on content strategy. Goo goo gaga. They make a lot of videos where the husband scares the wife and she freaks out.
This is why you shouldn't scare your wife.
Or he scares her and she hits him in the balls.
This is why you shouldn't scare your wife.
But no matter what happens, she is gonna scream like a boiling tea kettle. Harmless prank is the best. Harmless? He shocked her and then drug her off the bed. She came crashing to the floor. What do you think a harmful prank is? Murder? I have to sit back in this chair because my back is killing me. They're basically the equivalent of those early 2010 YouTube couple prank channels where you had to suspend belief in order to accept that they're possibly surprised by pranks anymore. Oh no, here comes my husband holding a DSLR camera. I sure hope he's not about to dump water on me like he did yesterday. And the day before that. And the day before that. And the day before. Basically every video involves them terrorizing each other in some way. But these aren't the ones that got me, okay? The one that fooled me was this one. I saw this months before I knew who they were, and I was like, yeah, accidents happen. Plus, this is low-quality security camera footage, and nothing has ever been faked on a low-quality camera, except for the moon landing. This is like something off of a movie. Rom-com IRL. This looks straight out of a rom-com. Why do people keep saying that this is a rom-com? If anything, this is like a crime doc. Look at this. Watch this. Get this man on a stretcher. Get this man to the ER. And get this show on the road. The show being the sponsor segment, that is. This video is sponsored by Laylo. It's almost Valentine's Day, and why do the cliche things like get chocolates and roses when you can do yourself? Laylo offers premium quality, luxury design toys with innovative tech so that you and/or y'all can innovate the night away. Laylo has so many toys to choose from, whether you want external stimulation or internal stimulation, or both at the same time stimulation. They're made of premium soft-to-the-touch silicone and are waterproof and other moisture-proof. For example, the Sona Cruise 3 uses sonic wave stimulation that eases up in intensity so you don't get jump scared when switching up levels, of which there are 12. And if you have the Laylo app, there are 2 extra modes and a feature called the Love Bridge, which is great for long distance. Right now, Laylo is offering a bunch of discounts for Valentine's Day, but if you take my code, which is CHAD20, you can stack that on top of their discounts and get even better deals. The deals just won't stop coming, and neither will you. You can check them out by clicking the link in the description and using code CHAD20 for an additional discount off your purchase, so you can use Laylo's toys while you lay low. Or sit down, or stand up, whatever gets you going. Thank you to Laylo for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. I don't know what it is, but putting a date and timestamp in the corner of your video increases its believability on TikTok by about 75%. I think it's maybe because having security cameras inside your home is a fairly new concept we're being introduced to, so it's easier to fall for stuff like this when we're not used to people staging things this way. But Paul and Stacey aren't just staging pranks and injuries, they're also staging moments like this.
Let the little go so you can hold the big.
Aw man, I hate when the water I put on the pot to boil starts to boil in the pot full of water that I put on the stove to boil. Nothing's going my way today. I love everyone losing their minds over the spaghetti noodles getting cooked a little too much. What are we gonna do? My ravioli is getting ravi soft. Nothing's going my way. This whole thing is apparently enough of a disaster for her and her son to start screaming at the top of their lungs until the dad comes in to save the day. And not only does he come swooping in to do just that, but he comes in playing 1,000 Years by Christina Perri on his phone. He already had that playing. He already had that preloaded. And why would he do that? Why would his immediate reaction to both his wife and son screaming be to come in playing a song from Breaking Dawn Part 1? What if they were screaming because something actually terrible was happening? Dad, come quick! There's a guy in the kitchen wearing a mask and threatening us. He's saying terrible things. You're toast. Oh my god, Dad, he's gonna kill us! No, you're toast. It's burning. After he de-escalates the situation, the whole family shares a hug and sways to the music. And And this is so weird. It's so weird and so strange, especially since their kid is involved.
One of their categories of videos is to just sit in the car and smash food into each other's faces while their kid sits in the back seat and fake laughs.
And songs we all pretend to know. Right now it feels ordinary.
Imagine being a kid and your parents are constantly making you act in TikTok videos where your role is yourself. A version of yourself that's having faux loving moments with your family. Not actual loving moments, but staged ones where there are millions of people and cameras watching you. Imagine how cool that would be. Dude, my life is like a movie because everything is scripted and there's not enough child labor laws in place to protect me.
Do you think they ever take their son to get ice cream and don't smash it in each other's faces in front of him? He's in the back seat like, guys, can I please just have an ice cream cone? For what? Can I just eat it this time, guys? Please.
I also kept getting videos from this account that's promoting skincare products, and her thing is to walk up to strangers and put something on their skin without their consent.
No. Oh. No, this is not happening, no.
No, is it?
No, you need to back away from me right now.
And when they react angrily or tell her to go away, she just won't.
I was gonna try my product out on you.
No, I'm going to call the police. You're going to have to get away from me.
No matter how many times they tell her, no thank you, or we're not interested, she just keeps shoving it in their faces.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me, please get back.
I know the saying all PR is good PR, but when it comes to selling products on TikTok, I don't know how beneficial it actually is to just make people think that you're a despicable public nuisance. Banana, she has multiple videos where she does this to a teenage girl and their mom will freak out.
We do videos on TikTok. I didn't mean to scare you, but I just wanted to try and see.
No, I'm good. I don't want to buy your vibe facial system. No, thank you.
Are you sure? I harass people and don't respect their boundaries.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Yeah, let me get one. Her script usually goes something like, no, it's okay. I'm testing my facial product.
I'm actually testing out my facial product. I wanted to try it on her.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Bye.
No, it's okay. You don't understand. I'm doing something. No, it's okay. Let me do something. I'm doing something. I'm in bed now because my back hurts, and I also started my period. And also, I'm gonna jump off a cliff. She'll also point out people's flaws so she can fix them.
I'm sorry, you just have some acne on your face.
That is my daughter.
She has some acne.
I'm sorry.
So not only is she pretending to harass people, she's also insulting them. It's like pushy car salesman meets passive-aggressive mom. You want this car? No thanks. Are you sure? It looks like you've gained some weight. What does that have to do with anything? It's energy efficient, unlike you. You look tired. I'm just not wearing makeup. It's got a very spacious cabin, which you're gonna need. Mom. She also goes up to people and sticks this big ass mask on their face.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Which has this comically long cord and battery pack attached to it that's just swinging around, hitting everything.
Try this. Put it on. Try it. Try it. It's for your face. It's hideous.
This thing is called the Age Rewind Miracle Mask, and according to their website, it targets the appearance of fine lines. But if you don't believe it, check out their customer results. Clearly it worked for this real human woman. I love this product. I have never looked better. At least it's only $400 and sold out. And this part looks like a ball sack. Another kind of fake video I keep getting are these dumbass promos for
no free promo. No free promo.
Is this AI app that claims it can find your partner on dating apps using a picture of their face and their name. And the only promotion I ever see for it is through these undisclosed scripted promos that are just pure rage bait.
Who are you? I'm my ex-wife. Who are you? Are you one of his Tinder dates?
Can we not do this here? Like,
wait, you said you weren't married?
Look,
yeah, no, he's married, and we have 2 kids.
Guys, this is a nice place. Can we not?
You have kids?
Guys, please relax, okay? This is a nice place. That's why I'm wearing a faded Flash t-shirt and cargo shorts. They'll literally plaster the name and logo of the app all over the video, and somehow the comments are never talking about how it's an ad.
This is a beautiful poster of your Tinder that you can go hang up in your new home, and you're gonna find a new place to go, and you're gonna hang this beautiful poster. Look at this beautiful poster.
There's so many accounts that make these promos, but I get a lot from these two specifically. I think they're partners in real life, and they catch each other cheating every single day.
What is this?
It's your birthday present. I got you cheater cookies. I made those myself. And red flag cupcakes, since you're a walking red flag. Unwrap your present. Unwrap it.
Oh man, I wonder what she got him. I sure hope it's a comically large screenshot of the No Free Promo app and logo.
Wow.
Printed out on poster board. And then on his account, he has a video where he gives her those same cookies because he also caught her cheating on him.
Surprise. Do you love it? Because you're a cheater and a walking red flag. I mean, I don't understand what else. Open your birthday gift.
Right now?
Yes, open the gift.
Oh man, I wonder what he got her. Oh my god. I just can't figure it out. I don't have no idea what it is. Is it a pony? Is it a puppy?
Oh my goodness, look at that.
On one hand, it's frustrating to see the comments eating this up, but on the other hand, it's mostly because people are concerned for her because they've made videos where she packs up their kids and leaves the house to try and escape him, or videos where he's being a total asshole to her.
Ever since that moment,
Excuse me?
you've smelled like shit.
Oh, so that must be why you made a Tinder then.
Maybe
Making some bullshit up.
Maybe I made a Tinder because I don't want to be with somebody who smells like manure.
There are a lot of videos that I'm not including because they're very triggering, including him yelling, throwing things, berating her. Actually crazy to stage this kind of stuff. Crazy in general, just to stage this. But to do it in order to promote an app that I'm assuming you're getting paid to promote, it's crazy. It's crazy and I hate it and you suck. Just wanted to say that on my webcam angle, that is not off-putting at all. So, you know, just faking a situation that countless women go through every single day so that they can get us to download this shitty ass dookie fart fuck app. And I know what you're thinking, guys. I can't believe an AI app doesn't care about having ethical marketing either. I'm just as shocked as you are. I also can't believe the sky is blue. But out of all of these, I feel like this account has both the highest production quality and the highest deception rate. They make these staged college classroom videos where a student or a professor is really pissed off.
I have a PhD. That is a doctor. Thank you very much. Don't forget. Yes, sir.
You have a 1.4 on Ray My Professor. I'm not even in this class.
Now.
I've been going around to the worst teachers'
This
classrooms.
is my classroom.
I'm helping you out.
And you will never guess why they make these videos, ever. Not in a million years will you guess this. Ever, ever, ever. Never. Unless you guess that is to promote another fucking dookie shit ass fart fuck AI app. Then you'd be right.
If you have a problem with my teaching style, you can leave.
Are you kidding me? Because you can't teach and you are literally setting us up for failure. I have to turn to things like Save My GPA that will literally reteach me everything. I upload the entire textbook and then I have to use this, solely this.
Because of you, I have to use this AI app that improves my learning efficiency. Here's what it looks like, by the way. Here's where you can download it and check it out. Also, here's my discount code. Use my code too while you're at it. They always stand up to the professor and hashtag own them by bringing up their Rate My Professor score.
And the textbook is available at the bookstore and it's going to cost about $500.
I have a question. I was just wondering, why do you have a 1.4 on Rate My Professor?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a weed out class. Okay?
Dude, this is a weed out class? That's sick. Guys, get your weed out. No, the teacher said he's fine with it. I rarely see comments acknowledging that these are all ads, at least in the top comments anyway. But it also seems like they're not paying attention to the website plug at all. In fact, they're mostly talking about how these videos just prove that college is a scam. Dr. Democrat for sure. School's a scam. Drop out and start a business. Charlie Kirk was right. College is a scam. It's pretty funny to make an ad for a learning tool and everyone's response to be, learning is bad actually. Hey, check out this soft recyclable toilet paper. No thanks, I don't believe in all that. Recycling? No, wiping. After seeing how unchecked most of these videos go, I decided to run a few tests. I wanted to prove how easy it is to fool people online even if you're really bad at it. And barely trying. So I started faking things. Something your mom has never said to me, by the way. For my first stage video, I asked my friend Tom to pretend to be a complete stranger who's knocking on my hotel room door because he really, really has to take a shit. Like he really has to go really, really bad. Like he can barely hold it in.
Oh, thank God. Hi.
Hello?
Do you mind if I use your restroom?
I don't know.
I'll be in and out, I promise.
This one was pretty tough to film because Tom was so in character that I kept falling to the ground laughing.
You let yourself up here?
I told the guy down there I had to go. If you want me to go in the hall, I'll tell him you didn't let me.
I don't.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, the comments didn't really buy this one, except for a couple who are just confused. They're not really fooled. They're just lost. However, I'm still gonna count this one as a win because the woman staying in the hotel room next to mine opened her door to ask if everything was okay.
I'm sorry. Recording the video.
Okay.
I'm not.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So technically this one was a success without even having to post it on the internet. We already had someone convinced that there was actually a strange guy who really needed to shit in my hotel room. Shout out to her for checking in on us. Also, I'm very sorry you had to open your hotel room door to this.
No.
By the time I made my second video, I realized I wasn't gonna fool anybody unless I used the tried and true methods. So I put a date and timestamp on there to try and make it look like security camera footage. But I can't quite get my voice to do this. So instead, I just used an actual tea kettle.
Oh no! No! Oh my god, I burned the water! I ruined the tea!
I also don't have a son that I can use for content. A human son, anyway.
Oh my god! Are these for me?
I'm also gonna count this one as a success because this person commented, I know it's not the point of the video and I'm not here to chastise, but wireless cameras in your home is a huge security risk. Your videos are saved and available to anyone via a data breach, and that's putting aside that the cameras themselves are also secure. For my last one, I wanted to dip my toes into the classroom genre of staged content, which was gonna take a bit more effort, so I had a brainstorming session with my friends to figure all that out. I had also just finished watching the final season of Stranger Things, but that had little to no effect on anything.
I don't understand. Could you say that again in English, please?
If this is me and this is you,
That's
okay,
him.
and this is the classroom. I need that later. No one.
I don't understand. Are we
This is
in
you.
a classroom
But
or
I
are
wanna
we
be that
not
one.
in a classroom?
This is the classroom.
Okay.
I want this goddamn TikTok's heart on a platter. This is the only way.
I think this might just be crazy enough to work.
Let's do it.
When I was editing this one, I tried to use this format that the classroom video accounts will do, where they put the most interesting part of the video at the beginning, and then the actual video starts.
Can you put that away? Are you watching a video in my class?
It's a ChadChad video.
I have a PDH. Do you understand? You're not listening.
None of us like you.
And it paid off. Everyone believed this was real. Don't check the comments though. Yet another successful experiment. Being on the internet right now, especially with AI and how quickly that's evolving, it's more important than ever to not take everything you see online at face value. It's very important that we all doubt everything. Because if it's this easy to fake a video about your spouse cheating on you or a whole college classroom, imagine how easy it is to fake a video of your morning routine, or how perfectly organized your closet is, or how this serum on TikTok Shop made your skin flawless and perfect. So if something makes you feel bad or angry or inadequate on the internet, it's pretty safe to assume that it was designed to do so. Because the only thing that's 100% real is reality and my teaching qualifications. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Oh no, someone broke into my house and stole my setup. Or packed it neatly into boxes and then left it here. That's so weird. Why would they do that? What a not smooth criminal. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. And I moved, then I got super sick, but then I felt better and everything was great. Just kidding, I got sick again and it was worse than before. But I'm actually really happy about it because it gave me time to explore the magical, literally magical side of TikTok known as fairy talk. Not the kind of fairy that gets stuck in the Suez Canal, but the type of fairy that dies if you ever say you don't believe in them. Kind of a little dramatic, honestly. You don't ever see any other mythical creatures doing that. Oh my God, is that Bigfoot? No, it can't be. I don't believe in Bigfoot. What's happening?
That's really mean. Like, I don't know why you have to say that, so I guess I'll just die.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And my feet aren't even that big. I'm a tall guy.
Okay.
Proportionately, they make sense.
You're right. Fairy talk seems to have started out with your regular stuff, like people pretending to find a real fairy.
I just caught a fairy. A fairy landed on me.
Fairies are real?
Heck yeah, they are.
And I don't know why the egg is here. Either fairies can lay massive eggs, 4 times their size, or this is the fairy. This is actually an egg fairy. They're like tooth fairies, but if you put an egg under your pillow, you don't get money, you get salmonella. Egg fairies aren't as fun.
A fairy?
I didn't know that.
While I was collecting eggs, a fairy landed on me. It's in my hand.
And as far as scientific discoveries go, I don't think you can get away with concealing about 80% of said discovery. My name is Benjamin Franklin, and look, I just found electricity. Wow, that sounds exciting, but you made me wear this, so I can't really see it. And I found your dad.
Hi, son.
What? He's been gone for years. And I found my dad. You sure are founding fathers. But discovering fairies? Lame. Who wants to do that when you could be discovering today's sponsor? This video is sponsored by Scentbird. I love Scentbird because it's like Christmas, but every month and with scents. It's Christmas. Scentbird is a monthly subscription service that lets you try out new fragrances for a fraction of the money you would spend on a full bottle. It's also a great option if you aren't really sure what type of scents you like. You can take a quick quiz on Scentbird's website, and based on your answers, they'll help you find the perfect fit for you. You can pick your fragrances every month from a huge selection, including brands like Prada and Gucci, with perfumes, colognes, and a lot of unisex options as well. This month I got Midnight Silhouette by Christian Soriano and Bite Me by Confessions of a Rebel. This one is a citrusy, zesty scent with pomelo and red salt. It kind of reminds me of a beach day. It just smells fun and summery. Then this one is more sweet and full of florals with vanilla orchid and jasmine. This one smells like you're taking a fancy bath in a fancy clawfoot tub that you can afford because you saved so much money using Scentbird. If you want to check them out, just click the link in my description and be sure to use code CHAD3 for 55% off your first month at Scentbird. Thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video. People quickly went from finding real fairies to wanting to be real fairies. And what are fairies known for, other than sprinkling unidentified powders onto kids that make them high from the ground so that they can do meth? Fairies are known for flying. So if you want to be a fairy, you have to learn how to fly, which is obviously difficult to do if you don't have a Red Bull. So when you first start out, your feet are only going to dangle a couple inches off of the ground, but that still counts. A couple inches still counts, don't worry. It actually takes 2 years to learn how to fly any higher than a few inches. And that's a long time to learn how to do something that Kylie Jenner does every day for like 3 minutes at the small cost of $70 million in the future of our children. But I guess some people got a head start on their fly training because some of them can fly over entire forests or neighborhoods. Which is very impressive and borders on having to check in with air traffic control. Runway 7, you are clear for takeoff. Copy that. Wait, hold on. There's a ferry crossing the road.
The guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? Now I am the one who knocked.
Okay, you're good. The world building doesn't just stop at flying though, because some fairies can also have superpowers. If you grow poison ivy in your hand, do you get poison ivy, or can you go around shaking hands at a pro-life rally? And no, it's not bioterrorism. When you agree to shake someone's hand, you agree to the consequences. Just don't shake hands until you get married. I've never been chased by a fairy hunter, but this seems like one of the times you would most remember you have superpowers. We're losing altitude. This plane is going down. Oh no, I can't think of anything at all that would help us right now. If only one of us had the power of teleportation and could zap us safely to the ground or something. Yep, that would be pretty helpful right now. Oh, I just remembered I can... There aren't just fairy accounts or accounts teaching you how to become a fairy. There are also accounts that belong to the actual fairy hunters.
Let's make a fairy trap. Dragon snot. Poison. Shark blood. Sugar. Let's leave it out and come back tonight.
There are hunter accounts and they just trap and end fairies. What, you thought you could become a fairy and wear pretty outfits and live in peace? How about I hunt down you and your entire family? Once again, a lot of these are kids, so I just want to make it clear that there is literally nothing wrong with this and they're just having fun. They're building a fantasy world community on TikTok along with collaborative storylines, and when you were a kid, you were making out with your hands. You were, not me. So that's really embarrassing. For you, just you. Luckily, some fairies have healing powers, or you can just make your own healing potion. But do you know who else knows how to make potions? The evil fairy hunters.
Fairies, attention. When you are flying and see anything looking like this, don't drink it. It's fairy poison that fairy hunters made to trap us.
This is good advice. I would just like to add that we shouldn't drink any strange liquids that we find in the woods. I'm also kind of questioning the hunter's skill in hunting if their plan was just to leave a teacup of poison around and hope someone drinks it. Here you go, Snow White. Oh, thank you. Just a totally normal apple with no poison in it. Okay, I trust you. And here is a teacup of poison. It has poison in it and it's labeled poison. You know, I think it would be kind of dumb for me to drink that tea without thanking you first. Oh, please. The fairy hunters never really make their motivations clear. Some of them seem to be hunting out of pure malice, and then the other ones are collecting the loot that fairies drop when they die.
I killed her. I took her heart. Here is her fairy necklace, 3 crystals, her ring, and the most valuable coin. I found crystals in a ring, possibly left by a fairy.
And there are the different types of fairies. So the water fairies can control water, earth fairies can grow plants, egg fairies can make a mean frittata, and they all drop something different depending on what type they are, but there's almost always a stone, and the hunters keep and collect these stones like baseball cards with more murder and less baseball.
I found out my sister was a fairy, so I killed her. She was sleeping, so I was quiet. I took a knife. She was a rare earth fairy.
I do feel like there are other ways to collect stones, maybe that involve less bloodshed. There's all those nice people on TikTok lives that scoop up bucketfuls of stones out of rice for only $39.99. And that is kind of expensive. And shipping does take 30 plus days. And I might be Team Hunter now. The fairies finally have had enough, okay? The fairy hunters are being dicks. They're teaming up on them for seemingly no reason. I still don't really have a definitive answer on that. So it was time to go to war. There's a fairy draft, there's war uniforms, a date is decided upon, May the 13th, during which the war will commence and go out on war. I guess it was mutually agreed on, which was very accommodating on both their parts. What about July? No, that's not soon enough. May the 12th? Can't. I have a chiropractor appointment. Pull the wing. Okay, what about May the 13th? That sounds great. I'll see you then. Okay, kill you later. What was that? Oh, sorry. I said I'm gonna kill you later.
So I was walking around until I found a fairy. I had to collect her crystal and her ring. Then I had to clean the evidence.
It may seem like fairies would have the upper hand because they have a bunch of supernatural powers. Instead of just beating their enemies black and blue, they keep arguing on if they should make them black and blue, or pink, or blue, or make them pink, or make them blue. Or pink.
Stop it! Then I had to clean the evidence.
Fairy hunters may be kind of mean, but you can't say they're not tidy. We love environmentally conscious killers. Mr. Bundy, do you recycle? God, of course I do. I'm not a monster. Get back in the trunk. Get back in Ted Bundy's trunk. Get in there. What? Get back in the trunk. Yeah. Sorry. Everything turned out okay because the fairies did win, probably because they had an actual cause, unlike the fairy hunters. What do we want? We gotta kill fairies. Yeah. Why do we want it? I don't know. We just got it. All right. No, never mind. All right. When do we want it? May the 13th. But I am Team Fairy Hunter now. $39.99 is way too expensive for one scoop. Wait, the stone fell out of my ring. Oh man. Guess I gotta go kill someone now. My name is Tinklebell. I am a piss fairy. There are 4 types of fairies. There's earth, water, fire, and piss. And that's what I am. My fairy superpower is stream control. Like I've never peed on anyone on accident.
Oh, sweet.
Kidney stones. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. And also, if you want to check out Scentbird and use the link in my description, just be sure to use code CHAD3 for 55% off your first month. Okay, bye. Hey feet, and welcome back to Atween Feet. My name is ChadChad. Not really. And have you ever wanted to make a bunch of money without having to raise a single toe? Then this is not the thing for you. You do have to raise a toe. You have to give birth to your toe and nurse it, swaddle it in a little dough blankie and cover it in mustard. Eat your toes. Go on. Do it. Do it. You won't. There's just something about companies that advertise exclusively on TikTok that make me go, huh, why are they doing that? I wonder. Probably a good reason. I trust them. A good example of this would be Bang, the Bang energy drink company that would sponsor TikTokers and not really care if they disclosed the sponsored aspect of the videos.
I've always wondered what would happen if you trapped smoke inside of a box, so I tried it for myself.
And it could be a little difficult to tell sometimes because the drink wouldn't be incorporated in an obvious way and would just kind of be sitting in a corner somewhere. Kind of like all the Coke products in Footloose. A terrible movie, by the way. I don't care if it's a classic. The pastor's daughter should have been the main character. She was already dancing before he showed up, and then she researched and wrote the argument that resolved the entire movie's conflict, and he got the credit for it. Kevin Bacon was basically a puppet in high-waisted jeans. Anyway, speaking of loose feet, today we're going to be taking a look at the website known as Feet Finder. YouTube, if you're listening, this is a website made for people to find their feet after they've misplaced them somehow, like in their airport luggage or in an Uber. No one is coming to the feet. The feet are coming to them because they were lost. But now they're found and covered in jizz. Feet Finder is a website where you can exchange photos of your grippers in exchange for legal tender, currency, Benjamin Franklin's. At least that's what their advertising wants you to believe. In reality, you can probably expect to see a lot more George Washingtons or Paul Bunyans. But what do I know? I haven't tried the service. I can't speak on how profitable it actually is, so we'd better consult some experts.
So my girlfriend got dummy rich from Feet Finder. We flew to LA because she needed a new car. She looked at a few supercars, then decided the G63 was the move. Then cruised down PC8 and went back to her beach house in Malibu.
Setting aside the fact that this is not a car dealership, but a car rental place in LA, and this is more than likely an Airbnb that they're in, it's kind of a weird marketing strategy to take us on a tour and show us all the things that you can afford. They can't afford them, they're all rentals. And act like you can afford them because of this service you're promoting, but you have the money because they gave you the money and not because you made money by using the service. It's just that if Matthew McConaughey couldn't afford a Lincoln, I think it would change the messaging in those ads. They say perfection is not attainable. I guess they never owned a Lincoln. I know I haven't. Have you seen how expensive those things are? Anyway, you should get one, I guess. Lincoln. LinkedIn. Find me on LinkedIn. I need a job. All right. But if you want to find something that's lavish and affordable, you should check out today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Raycon. Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer premium sound, a comfortable fit, and up to 54 hours of battery life. And if you're trying to get a head start on your holiday shopping, Raycons start at half the price of other premium brands and can be a good fit for anyone on your shopping list. If you aren't sure which Raycons to get for which person, they offer a holiday guide on their website to help you find the best fit for whoever you're shopping for, whether they're a gamer or a NASA pilot traveling through space and time to save all of humanity. Or you can knock out your shopping list in one fell swoop by using Raycon's holiday bundles and getting 30% off. The Everyday Duo bundle gets you 2 pairs of the Everyday earbuds, which come with spatial audio and 3 different sound profiles, balanced, pure, and bass. They also come with customizable gel tips that ensure a snug fit while working out, walking the dogs, or falling through a wormhole. If you want to check them out, just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/ChadChad to get 20% off site-wide or 30% off holiday bundles. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video. If you already have a mansion, which who doesn't, you can also use Feet Finder to pay off your student loans.
So my first paycheck from Feet Finder just came in today, and we're gonna use $100K of it to pay off my roommate's student loans.
Oh, what is this? Your student loans, bro.
This is the only way you're allowed to pay off someone's student loans.
Oh.
Hey, so you mean a lot to me. Aww. And you've always supported me.
Of course.
So I wanted to show you some love in return and throw a leather bag at your head as hard as I can. You do that for me?
Feet Finder came through, I got you.
No way. What, from Feet Finder?
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah. Okay. What could that have been?
Oh no. Bro!
New whip?
This is yours?
All the money that you gave me? I blew it.
Aw, man. Instead of paying off his student loans, he bought a car, van, truck thing. If the human centipede was made of Jeep Wranglers, that's what he bought. Imagine giving someone $100,000 and then they go out and buy a real life-sized Hot Wheels car. So the plot is a little convoluted, but they do manage to say the name of the website at least 5 times throughout the video.
Feet Finder, Feet Finder,
Feet Finder? Feet Finder.
If you make $100 grand using this website, that's incredible. Kudos to you. Kudos to your toes. Kudos. It's just kind of weird how they keep shouting out the website. Like, you don't usually shout out your employer every time you get paid. Just got my first check from the sperm bank. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the ugliest car imaginable. Wow, is that a good idea? I mean, yeah, the sperm bank's got me covered. Covered in what? Dude, what? Why are you like coming for me? But I'm not coming for you. I'm not trying. You should be coming for the Rosewood Sperm Bank on 24th Street. Business hours 8 through 5, closed for all of November. Some of the promos have this fun little spin where the person making money from the website is using someone else's pictures.
Hey, you coconut head, what is this? It's my paycheck for Feet Finder. Oh my god, I cannot believe you are uploading fake pictures on the internet. Mom, it's not mine, it's my brother's, your son's, you know? I take it when he's sleeping.
If you don't want to use pictures of your own grippers, that's okay. Just use someone else's without their knowledge or consent, like a crime.
Babe, what did you just say? You post my what on where?
I just posted your feet pics.
Why are you posting my feet pics on places?
For money, babe.
I don't know if there's any legislature that applies specifically to feet yet, but I'll get us started. Don't do this. Don't wear Crocs without socks. I know, controversial. And don't take your shoes off in public. I don't care how crunchy you are. If I see your toes out in Target, you are the target. I'll f***ing kill you. For some reason in these videos, whenever the person whose pictures are being used without their knowledge, they're always okay with it once they find out it's making money.
Mom, why is there a check in the post from Feet Finder with your name on it? Don't worry, you baboon face. It's your dad's feet.
How much is that?
You asking too many questions. Just keep sending me pics.
50-50?
50-50 what?
Because it's fine to do morally ambiguous things, as long as you're making bank. If I steal your kidney, hypothetically, this is just a hypothetical, as long as I sell it on the dark web and split the proceeds with you 50-50 or 70-30 or 97-3, you know what? We'll talk numbers once the anesthesia wears off. The brand has to approve these before they can get paid. So the actual company looked at these and said, good, this is great. We approve of this. It's good. And it aligns with our mission statement. That gets the stamp of approval. Another method in some of the promos is to integrate them into street interviews. They're usually in the ones where the guy goes, how much money do you have in your bank account? $400. And what do you do for a living? Your mom. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's that girl from the last Feet Finder video. Do you remember me? How's work been?
Good. Still making that bag. Just paid cash for a new car, so.
Damn! What kind?
Alfa Romeo Giulia.
Is that a Lady Gaga song?
Alfa Romeo Giulia.
I like to think he has no idea what kind of car that is, but he just has to pretend to be impressed. So what kind of car did you get? An Ford Romeo Capulet Montague. Nice. What did it cost? Tragedy.
Can I go for a ride?
Gold digger status?
Gold digger status? It sounds less like she's calling him a gold digger and more like she wants a status report. Gold digger, what's your status? At a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under my underarm, sir. Copy that. This one does at least disclose the sponsors, so kudos for that. Some of the other videos have entire storylines where Feet Finder is like the hero that swoops in to save the day. Don't you hate it when you're playing video games and your girlfriend feeds you raw macaroni with one of those washcloth tablets that you have to put in water? So she's sad that they can only afford one pair of socks. Because he keeps eating all of their socks on top of raw macaroni. When we say macaroni and cheese, the cheese is not supposed to come from between your toes. So he ate all their food, took her socks, and then when he sees her crying, he says, babe, I know what will solve your problems. A side hustle. Dude, you are her problems. She's literally giving you the shirt off her back. If her shirt was socks and her back were feet. There's a few like this though, where the wife or girlfriend is unhappy or they get dumped and then they find Feet Finder and it transforms their life immediately. Yes, I own 2 mansions and a car that has more prefixes than Rosetta Stone, but before I found this company, my life was miserable. My husband would force feed me sweaters on uncooked penne, and they weren't even cashmere. At this point, you might be thinking it's a little bizarre that this company is exclusively advertising to people who would want to post pictures and not actually buy them. And it might be because that's who they're making a lot of money from. You have to pay to use the website. You can pay $5 a month for a basic subscription or $15 a month for premium and unlock all of these crazy perks like direct messaging or profile customization, things that are definitely perks and not just things that a website should have already. So these ads are less trying to get customers and more trying to be like the finance influencers that tell you they made all their money trading Forex, but then charge you $500 for a course they filmed in their garage. This is how I made my money. This is how I can afford a new Tesla every year. This is how I moved out of my parents' house.
Honey, did you take out the trash? Honey?
I don't make any money from making you pay me every month, okay? I give all the proceeds to charity.
3 days ago.
Dude, shut the up!
Charity, do not speak to your mother that way.
Or maybe I'm being too harsh. I could have completely misunderstood their business model, and this is in fact a company that just wants to help people find their feet. I mean, I know what that's like. My name is Detective Chad Holmes, and I'm the best goddamn foot finder this side of the Mississippi. When it comes to finding feet, I am undefeatable. People always ask me, how do I be more like you? How do I become the world's greatest detective with the world's greatest hits? And I always tell them, you can't. I've been finding feet since I was 2 years old. I can sniff them out in a snowstorm. I can hear them coming a mile away. Platform Doc Martens, size 6.5, mid-calves. No, thigh highs. But it's not always glory and sleeping with the hottest people alive. Sometimes this job is tough, real tough. I'm sorry, ma'am. I was too late.
Josiah!
Why do I have to be so damn good at finding feet?
No.
I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.